Yo. All right, we bike. It's almost 2. All right. It's one of my favorite prompts of all time. I will never get tired of this prompt. I can't get tired of this prompt. This is one of my favorite prompts of all time. I love it. I love it. It always needs to be addressed. Constantly. Women should widen their options beyond hood diaries. What you talking about? What you talking about, hood diaries? What's going on? PR said it's almost 2. Almost 2. Oh yeah, you in the mid. How long has this live been going? It just started. This live just started, but I've been live for an hour. I'm in my second hour now. What up, Anjai? All right. I don't settle for no men, and I'm almost 50. You shouldn't. Sick of seeing men bash women online. Me too. I'm with you. All right. It's still my birthday. Hey, what up, Allie? You not sober? What up, Allie? Happy birthday. That's what's up, man. That is what's up. I love it. We have settled. We are conditioned to. Yep. To bless me with the meal this morning. I'm homeless in a tent. Proof on page. DC Cowboy said he got it's. You know what? I don't know, man. It don't matter to me. You know what? We gonna pin it. We gonna pin DC Cowboy and see if somebody could bless his little Cash App this morning. So you already yeah, that's what it do. Yeah, there you go right there. Yeah. I feel like TikTok been like low-key shadow banning me. It's weird. Anyways, let's get into it. Like I said, I love this topic. I think this topic is hilarious because it's so abundantly true and clear that I don't know. It's weird. Brenton said good, even though he's in here. Isn't that weird? He said it's good that they shadow ban me. I could never imagine being that much of a hater. In my wildest dreams, I couldn't imagine it. I'm not getting it. Not tracking. They were having a conversation about men in their 50s settling to get taken care of. In what way were they settling? Because how is that settling? You know what I'm saying? Like, even if if a 50-year-old man has access to a woman, or men in their 50s and up, they have access to a woman or to women, and the thing that they want is for that woman to take care of them, then they get with the woman that ends up taking care of them. How is he settling? You know what I mean? Like I'm not understanding like how that equates. Yeah, I'm not following that. Like I don't think that that's settling, even in there, to have a private nurse. Yeah, nurse with a. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think that that's settling. I think that he's getting exactly what he wants. I think he's getting exactly what he wants. So, you think I have to share the live to my followers? What you mean? I never share my live. I like almost never share my life with anybody. I'll share other people's lives with people, but I don't ever share my lives with people. Women almost always have to settle for a man. Men almost never have to settle for a woman. You got the notifications. Hey, that's good. No, it's all right, Mirror 4. I hate how the woman is almost always better looking than the man, just like men to make that rule. he gets what he wants, and she is told to wait for his potential. Yep, that's exactly what happens. He's extracting all this value the whole time, and then, by the time he becomes like the person that she should have gotten in the first place, she has suffered through however many years of abuse, right, and neglect or whatever else happens. So that sounds typical to me, but I could be wrong, right? Maybe I'm wrong about that. Nah, they're not asleep. I know what I have to do. I just don't want to do it. I'm not going to go live for 5 hours. Like, I already know in like hour 3 is going to be like however many people in here, but I'm not going to do it. I can't. It's too late already. 10:30 is already late. 10:30 is I'm already fucking tired. Yeah. Yeah. But we're here now. Yeah, we're here now. It's 11. Yeah, I can't really go. I can't go past 12. So that's what I'm saying. Like my brain's gonna it's gonna take a poop at about 11:30. Anyway, the way I'm feeling right now. So yeah. How do women okay, so my assessment is this. I think women settle in so many ways, but in one main way that women settle is they are getting with men who the majority of the time are misogynistic. And I feel like that in and of itself is proof that women settle, like right off the rip, because men aren't dealing with a woman typically dealing with women who don't see them as human beings. I don't think that is like par for the course for most men. I don't think most men are like meeting women and these women like don't see them as people. But the other way around seems very typical. And right off the rip, to me, women are already at a deficit. They're already like, trying to, like the men already have work to do. Like right off the rip, it's like men already have to do work on themselves just from that alone. So they're already starting at a deficit, and the women aren't for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that doesn't mean that the women are perfect. It's just they're not. You know what I mean? Like they're just not starting off at a deficit at that point. They're just like, it's just like, what up, Miss Lala? They're just it's just normal human shit. You know what I'm saying? Like some days they come home, they're agitated, they're irritated, they might raise their voice, they might, whatever the case may be. But it's not like they have to unpack all of this shit to like just get to the level of a functioning human being. Like they're already there. You know what I mean? Whereas, like I said, for the men, yeah, man, we're just struggling with that shit. Do you think 4B is the best option? Best option for what? But what do you think they are that way? What do you mean? When you go on dates, they show it. I don't even know what that looks like. Do you think 4B is the best option? I don't know. Nah, you good, Janaya. It is what it is. Hold on, let me make it. But you would think. But what do you think? But why do you think they are that way? Oh, why don't they see women as human? Because we're conditioned to be misogynistic. You just had a bad non-date. Damn, it wasn't even a date and it was bad. Interesting. That's fucking nuts. Why are men conditioned to be misogynistic? To uphold the patriarchy? The patriarchy is misogynistic, and it needs men to be misogynistic so that men can protect it. So men are taught that to devalue women so that we can extract all the value out of women. Leave their bones somewhere. It's wild. 4B, would that motivate men to look inward? Yeah, absolutely. He was trying to trauma bond and manipulate me into bed. I don't know what that looks like, but it sounds terrible. So the nation can rise. So the nation can rise no higher than its women. Yeah, I agree. You can use someone when you don't value them. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I think they'll get violent before they look inward. I mean, they are violent. Yeah, he was being coercive. Exactly. Yeah, that's a thing. That's happening. No doubt about it. Huh. Why do you think men start their misogyny? Oh, when do I think? Birth. In the womb. Because it's some of it's in our epigenetics, right? We're predisposed to some of it, I think. Doesn't mean that we have to become it, but we're definitely predisposed to some of it. And then we come out and then our environment just like wakes that shit up. But yeah, I think it's because misogyny is insidious and it's everywhere. So yeah, like people talk about that. That's why a lot of people think that it's innate, because a 2-year-old boy will already be exhibiting misogynistic traits. And so it's real easy to assume, I don't believe in God, so, but God is misogynistic. The God in all of the religious texts is misogynistic. All the gods are misogynistic that I know. All the Abrahamic gods are misogynistic, and the Hindu gods are misogynistic. I guess they got some female gods too, but yeah. But yeah. That's why it's real easy to believe that it is innate and not inherent, because you see a 2 or 3 or 4-year-old and you go, well, how could a child this young already be exhibiting these characteristics? But you don't know what they see. You don't, because kids are sponges. So you don't know what they're seeing, and you don't know what they're hearing, and you don't know what they're absorbing, right? And a lot of times people think that they're not being misogynistic. A lot of women may think that they're not, having internalized misogyny. A lot of the men think that they aren't being misogynistic, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, but you are. Yeah, you can join, John. That's fine. Yeah, women definitely, most women I think have some internalized misogynistic traits. Oh, I don't know if John can join. You don't have enough followers. Men are obviously hurting. It's frustrating. They don't see the source of the issue. Yep. People think kids don't soak everything up, like they don't pay attention. No, kids soak all that shit up. They're crazy. And I mean that in the best way possible. They're like extremely malleable. I was going to tell you about it. I see it on one kid I take care of. Yeah. So you're saying that misogyny is biological? No, I'm not saying misogyny is biological. The same way that black people have trauma, right? A lot of us have trauma because of what happened to our ancestors, because that changes your DNA, right? And the same way that white people have a lot of, the biological markers from their ancestors from being very abusive to black people and so on and so forth, and non-black people. It doesn't mean that you're going to be that way. It doesn't mean that. I'm saying that I definitely think that a lot of people have the propensity, men specifically have the propensity to be misogynistic. I I think a lot of times it's in our epigenetics. You know what I'm saying? And then society and culturally that shit is woken up. Right? But I don't think that coming out a child is going to just be, misogynistic. The same way that there are people who, no, I ain't gonna say that. But yeah. White people had colonizer trauma, intergenerational. It's an insane concept to think about. Yeah, the same way we had trauma. You know what I mean? It's not, it just, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's easier to be influenced if you're not perceptive. It's definitely subtly learned, at least. It has to be influenced and supported. Yep. All those things are true. I agree. I 100% agree. Yeah, no problem, Fox. You were raised to believe it was okay, AOA? That's crazy. I feel like white people's trauma is way worse because they oppress. Yeah. Same way men's trauma. Same way our shit is crazy because we're so oppressive. How can I teach my son not to be misogynistic? You don't. There's too many. You teach them respect. You teach them integrity and emotional intelligence, and you teach them to help. You teach them to listen. You teach them to be empathetic. That's how you do it. There's no like one. You know what I mean? Like, magic bullet that's gonna like solve all of the misogyny or whatever. Like, you got to teach them 1,000 things so that they don't become misogynistic. You'd ask where it's coming from. It's coming from the people who built the society. It's coming from the oligarchs. He still calls women 304s. How old is he? Oh, that's crazy. Customized. That was a good live about genderless society. 17. Damn. Yeah. That's old. He, never too, he's young enough to change, but like, so, what happened before that? You know what I mean? Like to lead up to that. Why does he call all, why does he refer to women as 304s in general? I enjoy watching the playbacks. Yeah. And you can put the speed up faster too. I put it on 1.5 times. You're excellent. There you go. Yeah, that's all it takes. That's all it takes. Plus society, you know what I mean? Plus when he goes out with his friends, they're all misogynistic and so on and so forth. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Happens all the time. Gonna try to fit in. Yep, exactly. Yep, music, movies, everything. That's what I'm saying. It's insidious. It's everywhere. Hard to combat it if you don't instill that shit in them and clock it in real time as it's coming up. It's tough. It's tough. Oh, we only been on for like 20 minutes. We've been here just yapping. Yeah. So with my son, we just try to clock it in real time. Every single time he says anything that's like a little bit problematic, I'm on it. And I think it's important for me to do it too as a man. You know what I mean? His mom does it obviously, but like I think it's also really important for me as a man to like, when he says stuff like my son will say stuff about, like, he'll be like, I remember one time he said something like girls, he was like, that's for girls. And then like, even before I could say anything, he corrected himself, was like, well, no, actually anybody can do that. And I was like, yeah, exactly. I just you know what I mean? Like, I just reinforced it, but like, like he's doing good. He's doing good. I can't remember what it was. It might have been like a color or an activity or something, like tetherball. Like, I don't remember. He was just like, that's a girl thing or something. And I like, even before I could even react, he was like, well, no, boys can do that too. And I was like, yeah, boys can do that too. Anybody can do that. It's not, there's no girl boy things, you know. So, you know, so I just try to do that with him as much as possible. And it's little stuff, man. It's always the little stuff. And I'm just always clocking the little stuff. Always. Every single fucking time. Just clocking the little stuff. Yep, exactly. My son's pretty good with accountability. Oh man. Yeah, very interesting though. Very interesting stuff. I think it's fun. I think it's good for him. Oh yeah. You got to teach myself to stop telling my kids to man up. AOA. Yep. You don't think saying there's no boy or girl things becomes dangerous at some point? How was dangerous about it? I mean, yeah. What's the danger? Why do you think it's dangerous? Is my question. What's dangerous about it? I'm curious. I don't know. Oh, I know what you're saying, Ocean. Yeah. Sometimes you just accidentally swipe. If you dare, AJ, you can come up, brother. I don't know. I would. No, I don't know what you're saying. I would need an example. Let's put it like that. The screen, yeah, Ocean. It do be a little sensitive sometimes. Uh-huh. Yeah, Reggie, we on the late night. AJ, is you there? Or did you dip already? You ain't gotta be I don't know what happened. Oh, well he already declined, so I mean it's a fair question. I was just curious to know. I didn't know. You just left the club. Turn up. Like the vegetable. You appreciate me doing late night lives? My brain doesn't. My brain is very at work. Okay, it's cool. But him having an idea, that idea, but it leading to him wanting to wear skirts or dresses. Why is that dangerous? What's dangerous about a boy wearing skirts or dresses? It's crazy you would use the word dangerous to say that. Sure, Reggie. Dangerous? How is that dangerous? What are we? What are we? Yeah, I don't know, fam. I'm not understanding. I don't get how that's dangerous at all. It's weird.
Yo, man, what's good?
Chilling, man. What's good with it?
I think we actually had this conversation before. Like, I don't know if
Oh yeah.
I don't know if we've had this conversation. Like, if I actually joined the panel, but you've had this prompt up before, and I think
Oh
for the
yeah.
second part of the prompt, you said, if I remember correctly, it was that if I remember correctly, it was something like the domestic labor that women provide makes it so that women don't have to settle. Do I remember that correctly or not?
I didn't.
Sorry, that
I
men
mean,
don't have to settle.
yeah. Well, the main way that I think men don't have to settle is most women see men as human beings, right? I don't think most women. I don't think it's hard to find a woman that sees a man as a human being. But I do think that most men don't see women as human beings. So right off the bat, the men are starting at a deficit, because they have to overcome that. They have to unpack that if they ever hope to have like to be like in a fully functioning relationship with a woman. Like you have to see her as a human being.
Okay. I remember before, one second here. All right. So I remember before, I think what I said was something like, okay, so here's how it went. So
Mm-hmm.
we all have expectations about what we want our partner to be. And I
Mm-hmm.
think for a lot of men, I don't know for women, because I'm not a woman, but I think for men, their expectations for who they desire, right? They don't always get that. So before I said, well, they're settling because they're basically throwing a dart, right, at the bullseye and it's coming up short. So they're settling for getting the dart on the dartboard. And I
Okay.
think that's so I think before that's where we had our disagreement because yeah, like my argument before was simply that hey, you have expectations and you fall short, so then therefore you settle.
The women they have and what are their expectations of
So I'm
men?
talking about men, right? So for a lot of men are like, oh, I want, although it's very superficial, they're like, oh, I want my woman to look like this, and a lot of it is that, right? Um, and then it's like I guess some other things like, oh well, personality, so forth, this, that, and third. And then they don't always get that. So then that would be settling, at least in my eyes.
So how does a woman's physical attract? Well, would you say that most women are still physically more physically attractive than their mates?
Yes,
Right. Okay. So most men are with women who are more physically attractive than he is. Um, and then would you say that? Do you agree with me talking about well, whatever? I don't even that has nothing to do with it. And then are most of these women adding a significant amount of value to this man's life?
I agree. But I would say this: I would say a lot of men don't see that value.
Yes, they do, or they wouldn't be with the women. I don't pay attention to what men say when it comes to this. That's why you already know I'm big on not validate men's emotions and feelings or whatever because men be lying all the time. But I men know the intrinsic value of women. Whether they know, I know they know it because I know they know it because they go out of their way to downplay it. So that tells me that they know it. You see what I'm saying? If they when they downplay like domestic labor, when they you know what I mean, like when they downplay that type of stuff, I know that they know how valuable domestic labor is. When they downplay a woman's like when they say stuff like I don't care about a woman's I don't care if she got a degree, I don't care about how much money she makes or stuff like that. They're downplaying that stuff. They know that you know what I'm saying? Like though like they're downplaying that stuff. Right? I've even heard men say that they don't care. We and you know that men are super duper superficial, generally speaking. But I stitched a video of a man talking about we don't care about how a woman looks. We just want her to love us or whatever. Again, downplaying her beauty or whatever. Like men downplay a lot of things. That's how I know men know what's up,
So if
right?
I'm going to offer some mild pushback against that, so yeah, you're absolutely right. Men do understand the value, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then the pushback would be if they really like appreciated it, they would show it, right? And because they don't show their appreciation, to me, I'm just like, oh, okay, well then maybe you don't care as much as you think because you're not showing your appreciation.
I think that they don't show the women that they appreciate it because they feel like that'll give the women too much power.
Fair.
Because that's how a lot of men operate is by trying to maintain this stupid ass power dynamic or whatever. Um, Gemini said that there's not that many beautiful women or pretty women. Well, I've heard that. I hear me. What this is what I'm saying, Reggie. So this is interesting. That's why I brought him up. Do you think that most women, when they're in relationships with men, do you think that objectively speaking, that those women are more attractive than the men they're in relationships with?
Uh-oh. Public can't hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my gosh. Hey,
What's happening?
Public. Okay, so actually, I meant to say there are not a lot of attractive men.
Oh, okay, yeah. We
Yeah.
can stop there. We agree, 100%. You ain't even got to go no
Okay.
further.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see Public. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm shallow. I've always been shallow. I
Mm-hmm.
see a beautiful woman damn near every day.
Yeah.
I see a mediocre attractive guy, and this is just mediocre.
Yeah.
But I see one of them maybe every 6 months. A gorgeous man maybe once a year.
Mm-hmm.
And so I truly feel men's expectations of women is extremely unrealistic. It's like they're always twos requesting tens.
Always. But
Always.
I don't look at it physically, but even physically I agree. But I think it's more like men are inadequate in almost every way
Every way.
to be with a woman, and then they want a woman that is like perfect. they want a
Exactly.
fully they want a fully functioning human being while they themselves are not anywhere near a fully
Exactly.
functioning human being.
Unstable as
Yeah,
fuck. Like, oh my goodness. I just turned 35. I've never been married
I
and I've
got you,
never had
Demarcus.
kids.
Mm-hmm.
And the amount of men who I get who are the exact opposite of what I am, it is fucking atrocious. They're
Mm-hmm.
always wanting women with no children, but yet they have children. They
Yeah.
want you to have no baggage, but yet they're full of baggage. And
Mm-hmm.
then they have the audacity to want you to unpack they shit that they created.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the reasons why I have been single like pretty much my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Because the options are slim to nil for women out here. It really is.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. Um, Okay, I want to go to Demarcus. Hey, Jim and I appreciate you coming up. We good. I thought she said men. I mean I thought she said women. I wanted to explore that. King Louis, come up. You said the prompt is wrong. I'm curious. Why is it wrong? Come on up, brother. King Louis the Fifth. Go ahead, Demarcus. You said you were confused. What were you confused about, brother?
I'm sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, awesome. So I've seen some of your lives here and there, and I guess I mean because I'm a young man. I'm 25. Think I'm an open-minded person, so I'm just really just trying to understand is so I'm guessing your whole viewpoint is that men never settle, women always settle, and
No,
I'm guessing that's what you're trying to say.
no. It says almost always.
Okay,
I don't say
why?
ever.
Okay. Um, I, I, I guess because I'm gonna say this. If so majority of the time men never have to settle, but the majority of the time women always have to settle.
The majority of the time, women have to settle. Yep.
Why is that the case? I missed maybe you explained it all before I joined
Yeah.
the live. Maybe I didn't, but I guess
No,
I
that's
missed
fine.
it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's why I wanted to bring you up because I can't read the and I when I have people up here, if you say something, I want you to come up so we can have the conversation because I can't read. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to be having two
Mhm.
different conversations. Um,
Of course.
so so yeah, so women have to settle because the vast majority of the men that they would be with are they are misogynistic right off the rip. So they're already men are already working from a deficit because for a man to be in a healthy relationship with a woman, he must unpack his misogyny. There's no way
Okay.
to be in a healthy relationship, to me, in my eyes, if you don't unpack your misogyny.
Okay, and I'm guessing you think that men are just born with this thought process of misogyny, or do you think it's taught to them, or is it just like
Oh, it's definitely
natural?
taught. Yeah, it's taught.
So do you think it's like natural for men to think this way, or you just think it's like just taught from a very, very, very young age to slowly start thinking this way?
Is it
Because
natural? Yeah, it's
Yeah, like
natural. I mean,
because like
you know what I'm
because
saying?
I think I came to the part where you said that men don't view women as humans, but women do view men as humans.
Yeah,
Is that, do you believe that's a natural thing, or do you think that's taught?
I think. Well, something could be taught and be natural, but yeah, I think it's taught. Yeah, it's
Okay.
definitely you're definitely conditioned to think that way.
Now, what traits contribute to the thought process of in so I'm assuming that you've done your research and everything like that. So I'm asking you to, again, I'm trying to understand. I'm not trying to go against you or
Yeah, no, I hear
disagree
you.
or
Yeah.
agree with you. I'm just fully trying to understand what
Mm-hmm.
uh I guess actions or conversations or things that happen to men that slowly make them view women not as humans, and from what you've seen and learned, I guess.
Yeah. So, um, the earliest thing I could think of is like saying stuff like "boys will be boys,"
Okay.
excusing me boys' problematic behavior,
Okay.
coddling boys, um, n- not checking when boys objectify girls,
Hmm.
not teaching boys to see, I mean, like I said, I mean, you got to teach them to see the women as human, see the girls as human beings. Um, and the way that you do that, though, is you make sure that they know that they're human. So you humanize the boys as much as possible because boys are constantly being dehumanized, right? So you have to teach
Okay.
them to see themselves as human beings so that they can see everybody else as a human being. Um,
Hmm.
don't tell them stuff like man up, don't boys don't cry, things of that, stuff like that, stuff that you and I heard growing up
Yeah.
1,000 times as little boys, right? All the things.
Hmm.
Don't abuse them. Don't turn them into hyper violent people. Um, yeah, I mean, there is a ton of shit, but teaching them consent,
Okay.
teaching them bodily autonomy, teaching them about rights and how rights are given and taken away. Like it's a for me, like I have a whole like I have like a whole like list of shit that I'm like check clocking in real time with my son and things that I know I need to teach him. Right.
Okay. So basically you're saying this, that as as we grow up as from boys to men, we there are things that talk to us that kind of slowly make we kind of like dehumanize ourselves, and because of that, we we project that dehumanizing towards others because we're taught to do that to ourselves. Like we don't cry, man up,
Mm-hmm.
do what you need to do. Don't bitch about it. Sorry, I don't mean to cuss. Don't whine about it. Don't complain. Just get
Mm-hmm.
it done. Stuff like that. And because since we are put through the and keep your emotions in check. Don't show your emotions. You think because we do that to ourselves, it makes it easier for us to do it to others, aka being the woman in our lives.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Never
Okay.
telling. I use I use this example all the time, but like even like when I was in high school and they uh told all the girls to not dress a certain way, but they told
Mhm.
the boys, and they never told the boys, "Why you guys should stop objectifying the little girls." They didn't tell
Mhm.
the boys to have. They didn't say, "Boys have class, have some class, have some self respect." You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't say that. They said, "Girls, the boys can't control themselves, so make sure that you don't dress a certain way." Pretty much, that was the message. They pulled us in the auditorium and told us that.
Okay. And I can see that. I can definitely understand that viewpoint. Um, I don't want to use my example because I know my example doesn't trade to the whole reality as a whole. Because I do agree that as boys when we grow up, majority of us have gone through the whole like, hey, stop crying, hey, man up. I've heard it myself. I don't have a I was raised by a single mom, but even so, my mom did take on more of a father role than a motherly role. I've been told, hey, you can't keep crying about everything. So you got to man up. You're gonna do things that you don't like here and so forth and so forth. Sometimes your emotions got to take a back burn to get things done. So I can understand that definitely on that viewpoint, but it never. Again, I can understand that this my experience is not correlated to the reality, but as me going through that, it did kind of like show me that, how about this? It did kind of show me about how reality does kind of work in a sense, to
What do you
where,
mean?
hey, things like because life, because like would you agree life as a whole is not fair?
Yeah, it's not fair.
Okay, okay. So saying I think that depending on who, like how the person is raised or what they've been going through, just because that they're taught that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to dehumanize other people. Because I've been through that and I'm still able to empathize and sympathize with other people, men and women. I like
Mm-hmm.
with I think like one thing's like cheating. You'll see here men, people say that, oh, cheating shouldn't matter for men, but it should definitely matter, or it's worse if a woman does it versus a man doing it. But I don't agree with that. Cheating is cheating, and it's wrong for both sides, men or women. Doesn't matter if I'm a guy or and I only do it physical, and a woman when she cheats, she does it emotional and makes it work. That doesn't matter no matter what. Cheating hurts both parties on a good not good, on a mental level. It causes distrust. It causes people to have a good relationship with other people down the road. And that's just an example I'm using, but I'm
I
seeing
think
him saying
another.
that. Just
I think
sorry,
another
go ahead.
way. I gotta add something, and also think another way that men dehumanize women is with gender roles. So
Okay.
relegating women and men, we dehumanize ourselves too. But relegating these people into gender roles, these binary gender roles, is also contributes to dehumanization because you know humans are humans, and sometimes men are better at nurturing, and you know, and sometimes women are better at going to work and being the quote unquote providers, and sometimes they're the better cooks, and sometimes the women are better at fixing cars, and and all of this stuff, right? So yeah, like if I was married to Ronda Rousey, um, I wouldn't have any problem letting her get up and go check downstairs if you know what I'm saying? Like it's fucking
No,
Ronda
I get it. I
Rousey.
get it.
She could beat me
Hmm.
up. So what the fuck am I gonna do? You know what I mean? Like let's be fucking
No, I get it. I get it. I get it.
if the debate is who's best equipped to win that fight, right? Who's gonna give me the highest chance of survival? Ronda Rousey is gonna give me
Hmm.
the higher chances of survival. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yeah. I completely get it.
Layla
I get what
Ali
you're
is gonna
saying.
give me the higher chance of survival. Fucking Lisa Leslie might even give me the higher chances of. I don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be real. So, yeah, it's. I'm not. I don't believe, but for the most part, obviously, most men are stronger than women. Blah 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 blah. Right? No doubt
Yeah.
about it.
Hmm. Okay. I get. Okay. So I guess the whole point is just that with. I guess the point I'm trying to get at with this whole. 'Cause I'm trying to make sure I stay on topic to the prompt is I I'm not saying that men don't do this. Obviously, there's bad men, there's bad people in general, but
Mm-hmm.
saying that majority or it's majority by generalization that all men will dehumanize women, like what, like it just
You don't think most men are misogynistic?
not. I was saying like they don't have an actual hatred towards women, but I will say that there might be instances where they're like they might say, "Hey, you're a woman" or something like that. So I make there
Wait,
might be
let me
some
ask.
instances where they might show
Yeah,
misogynistic traits, yes,
let me
but I
let me
don't
ask you a
think it's
question. Let me
inherently
ask
they
you.
hate
Let me.
women.
So you don't. So let me ask you the question again. You don't think that most men are misogynistic?
No,
No. Okay.
no.
If most men aren't misogynistic, then explain society.
Okay, what do you mean explain society?
Do you think that women are oppressed?
In today's day and age?
Yeah, that's a red flag, by the way, because in any day and age, when haven't women been oppressed?
I'm not saying I'm not saying they haven't been oppressed. They have been oppressed, but
They
today
are oppressed. Yeah.
I don't think they are oppressed.
Are black people oppressed today? Oh wow, you're thinking about this? Oh, your mic cut out. Okay,
Oh,
your
sorry.
mic, your
Can you
mic,
still hear
your
me?
yeah, your mic cut out. Okay, are
Okay.
black are
I was
are black people oppressed?
we're still going through struggles, so yes.
But women aren't going through struggles though.
I'm not.
I'm saying
Yes, I would.
specifically for the reason of being women, because we all are, right? Working class people, we all are going through struggles, men and women.
Yeah, yeah.
But you don't think that women are going through struggles simply because they are women that society has created? You don't think so?
Well, then I guess by that logic, yes. Then if they're going through struggles because they're women, then yes, I would.
Okay.
Then
So
yeah.
so so women are still being oppressed. So if most men aren't misogynistic, then do you think, does it make sense that women would still be oppressed?
By that logic, no, it wouldn't make sense that women are if men weren't misogynistic, then women should not be oppressed. But I guess if women are still being oppressed in some form or aspect, then yes, men must be misogynistic.
Yeah. And why do you think that, what made you say that women aren't oppressed nowadays? I'm very curious. What is that about?
I guess it's because I don't. I guess the reason I say that is because there's not a single right or privilege that a woman cannot do today that they won't be able to do that men cannot do today. That's why I say that. Like, women can vote, women can
Yeah.
own property, women can own businesses, women can make their own choices. No one can force them to do
Uh-huh. No,
anything.
they can't
Like,
make their own choices. They just got their reproductive rights stripped away in like 30 states or something crazy like that, 20 some states. So they don't have bodily autonomy. But you do realize, like, so by that logic, then black people also wouldn't be oppressed, right? Because there's no law on the books that that was a part of the first Civil Rights Act, was you couldn't legally discriminate based on race, right? So there's legally no law. You're right. There's legally no law on the books that allow a government entity or business or whatever to uh, do anything to a group of people solely based on their race or gender, right?
mhm,
So, with that being said, black people are still oppressed because it doesn't matter what the law says. If I own a bank, I could just deny you a loan. If I, if I own a company, I could just not hire DeMarcus. If I'm giving out scholarships, I could just not give them out to black people, or I could just not give them out to women. Or if I own a company, I could just pay DeMarcus less than I pay Bill or John, right?
mhm.
Like, so I'm not understanding where you getting this from, that women are not oppressed. And you know that, like, a form of oppression, like oppression works in many ways, but like
Mhm.
um the fact that like medications don't work, they're not as effective on women because they're not tested on women. You don't think that's a form of oppression?
Mhm. I was not made aware of that, but yes, that would definitely sound like a form of oppression. Yes.
Yeah. Cars aren't made for women, so they suffer more fatalities per capita than men. They get injured more.
Mhm.
Um, they pay more for their products that they use. They call it a pink tax. So they pay
Mhm.
more for razors and shaving cream and all that type of stuff than men do. Women are expected to look a certain way, so they have to wear makeup, they have to dress a certain way, they have to spend more money on those things too. Generally speaking, what else? Women make less, and then on top of all of that, women make less money than men. They make like 15% less. You know, I think it's like 87 cents on every dollar, so just call it about 15% less than men. So they make 15% less than men, and they pay 5% more over, in a year more than men do. So that's like a 23% difference. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, I get
you
it.
know, you know what I'm saying? Like women are still very much oppressed, very much so. And yeah, on the books they're not, but we know that on the books is one thing, and what people actually do in real life is something completely different.
Mm.
Yo, Pub, can I chime in?
Yes, please.
Yeah, so Demarcus, I'm gonna play the role of Shan since I'm
Yes.
in Shan box right now.
What?
But yeah, so just think about it this way, going back to bodily autonomy. If you just look at the DV numbers, you would know that women don't have safety. That's a part of bodily autonomy.
Hmm.
And that's one of the easiest ways that you can think
Yeah.
about it.
Okay. Okay. I can see.
Yeah.
I can see. I can see your viewpoints. Thank you for educating me on these certain topics I was not made aware of. So,
Yeah. No, that's okay. I
um,
get it. I mean, that's why I like to have the discussions, because Dan is saying something similar. I'm curious. Dan, you can come up, please. I can't respond to you in the text. I can't respond to you on the thing, but I could definitely talk to you in the box. Very curious. Dan asks, how are they oppressed specifically? Did you not hear any of those things that I just named? Were
The
those
only
not?
thing I can think, the only thing I can think of would be the reproductive rights. That's about it. How else are
So
they oppressed?
you didn't hear anything that I just said?
How else specifically are they oppressed?
I know I'm asking you, did you hear what I just
No,
said? No, okay.
I don't think
So,
so.
yeah, okay. So, women make less money than men.
That's not
They
entirely
do.
true. They don't.
It's
No,
it's true, Dan.
no, it
You
is
know,
not. No, it
yeah.
is not.
Hold
No,
on.
they don't choose the same profession.
Hold on. That's not how that works. Already, anybody that says it's not that already know you don't know what you're talking about. Let me tell you how it works. When women choose the same jobs that men choose, they make less money than men in the same jobs. That's how it works. So it's not because women aren't going into STEM and then men are, and that's why they're making less. That's not what that number is based on. It's, let's say a man goes into STEM and a woman goes into STEM, she makes less money than him with the same credentials, right? That's how it works. That's literally how the pay gap works. Just so you know. So you're wrong. Just don't. It's never been debunked. You guys got to stop with that stupid shit. So women make less money than men. They pay more money for their products than men do. They're less safe than men are because things aren't made for them. Like medication isn't tested on them, so it's less effective. Women
No, you are wrong.
driving women driving cars is less safe for them because cars are built for men because men are bigger than women.
No,
So
that is ridiculous. That's not.
no,
That's
hold
not.
on, Dan. Hold on, Dan. Before you just say stuff is ridiculous, I want you to don't argue for the sake of arguing. I want you to know first and foremost that everything I just told you is 100% a fact,
It is
unequivocally
not
proven.
100% a
It
fact.
is. It is.
No, it is not.
Secondly, what I would like for you to do is, if you can, if you're going to refute it, I don't really care for people to cite sources. I'm not on any of that type of time. What
But
I
I
would like
can.
for you to do, though, you can't, though, because there are no sources that will refute what I'm saying.
No, there's plenty of sources.
Name one. Go ahead. I didn't want to name one, but
You,
I'm
you,
very curious. Name one.
I mean, honestly, like, do you seriously believe
Hold
this?
on,
I
Dan,
mean,
Dan, Dan, Dan. Hold on.
hold
Wait.
on, hold
No,
on, hold
hold
on.
on. Dan,
I can put
stop.
that. I can put it
Stop.
in the chat.
Okay,
But the
put it in the
point that I'm
chat.
trying to
Before
make
you
is
continue, hold on. Before you continue, because you did this. I didn't do this. I said I didn't want to do the sources. But I'm gonna mute you until you put it in the chat. Go ahead. Put it in the chat. I'll wait for you. I want and I'll let everybody look it up.
oh,
We're gonna give Dan a minute. Hold on. Give Dan a minute, DeMarcus.
we'll do. We'll do. My bad.
Yeah. Well, you can talk. Go ahead. I'm
Oh
listening.
no,
Go
no,
ahead.
I wasn't. I was sorry. I'm really here to learn and understand. Like that's basically why I came. Like I said, like I said, I've seen some of your lives, and
Mhm.
most of the time I'm just left with like questions. So I'm like, is this like really like how it is? And I'm just very curious like how you were to get to
The
your
conclusions.
standpoints, yes, your
Hmm.
conclusion that you have. And that's why I was just like saying I'm confused, and I just want to come here and learn. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, we gonna learn a lot right now.
Here and learn. That's pretty.
This is gonna be fun. And I'm not gonna mute you anymore, Dan. I just wanted you to put that in the chat because you said it. You told me
I'm not gonna
you
mute you
had it.
anymore.
So
I just
go
wanted you to
ahead.
put that in the chat.
Okay.
Go ahead. We're waiting.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Hmm?
Go ahead.
You got to echo. I think because you went out. You know how to get rid of it. Hit your
Go ahead. You got to echo.
hit your airplane mode. Hit your airplane mode on your phone. Turn it on and off. That usually clears it for me. You're good. You're good now.
Okay.
Hello. 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 Okay. You're good now.
Okay. The Equal Pay Act of 19. Can you hear me?
Oh,
Hello.
man. It's still an echo.
Okay. You're good now.
Okay. The Equal Pay Act of 19. Can you hear me?
Okay. Hello. Okay. The Equal
I
Pay
can.
Act of 19.
Oh, I'm gonna mute you real quick, Dan. I'm sorry. I lied. Hey Dan, I can hear you. You sound good. It's just a crazy echo when I talk. It's like reverb. It's like hella reverb. So yeah, you might have to swipe out the app and come back or something. But follow me first before you swipe out because you might not be able to find the live again if you don't follow me already.
First, before you swipe out, because you might.
Yeah.
If you don't follow me already. First, before you swipe out, because you might.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't follow me already. First, before you swipe out, because you might.
Can you hear the echo, Dan?
I can hear
Yes. Hello?
Can you hear the echo, Dan? Can you hear the echo, Dan?
Yeah. You gotta come out the app and then come back. Just follow me real quick and then swipe out the app and come back and then I'll let you right back up. That's all you got to do.
Oh, and if I'm taking up too much space, you can just take me off, and I'll just listen from this point forward. That's basically all I'm here for at this point.
Yeah, you're good.
Yo, so about the what's it called it? About the prompt.
There he goes. Go ahead, Reggie.
All right, cool. Actually, I'll just let Dan take over since we were just talking about that.
Okay, I'm ready. Okay, put it. You don't have to read it to us, Dan. You can just put it in the chat. We'll let the chat do what they do, and then we'll move on to something else in the meantime. Because I'm not gonna stop the live to look it up in real time. That's why I don't really like when people do that stuff.
I don't know how to fucking put this on here. It's not the link's too big.
Put this on here. It's not.
Damn it did it again. Because you left the app. You gotta swipe out and come back again, but don't leave. When you come back, don't leave the app anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like don't. Yeah, you just gotta come back.
Don't leave the app anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like don't. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I got you, brother. You just gotta leave the app and come right back. Hey, Dan, leave the app one more time and come back. Don't swipe out. Like don't go out because you're going out to get the stuff. Like don't to get the information. Like don't do that. Just come back and don't do that, and you should be fine. That's the problem. Yeah, like don't do that. You should be good. TikTok be tripping. Sometimes I don't even hold y'all. It be wilding with the mics. All right, go ahead and talk. I think you should be good now.
Okay.
See, you're good. Like don't if you leave right now, it's gonna do that echo shit again. Don't leave. You're good.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly fine.
Okay. So it is the Equal Rights Act of 1963 that doesn't allow discrimination in wages.
Yeah, I know,
So
Dan.
if there really was, hold on, before you say anything else.
Okay.
If there really was a wage gap, wouldn't they just hire all women Wouldn't that make sense?
No.
No, that would make perfect sense. Why would they need men? When they just do all women, can women do the same job that men can do and be paid
Uh,
less? Wouldn't that make more sense? When they want to save money?
no, that's not what it's about. It's not about them saving money. Like, I don't know what that's not logical. So the we already know that legally you're not supposed to be able to pay women less, right? We know
Yes.
that, right? But you know, when you go on a job, how often do you unless you work for the state, how often, or the government, federal or state, how often do you share how much money you make with your coworkers?
We all made the same in all the places that I worked.
How do
We
you
all
make the
made the
same?
same.
Every
Well, all
you're
all
100
places that I
you're 100% sure that everybody at your job makes the same amount of money.
well, there were people that were higher up, but
No,
like
I mean, I'm talking
they
about on your level. I'm sorry, on your level. So everybody on your level, you're
oh no,
100% sure.
they all made the same.
Yeah, okay.
But no.
Yeah.
Here's the point that I'm trying to make.
No, let me finish.
No.
Hold
Here,
on.
listen. There's a lot of things I'm going to say with this. First of all, people believe that women are paid less. Do you know why they think that?
Because it's proven.
Specifically.
Because it's proven.
Okay. No. Do you know why?
Because it's proven. Yeah, that's why I believe it.
No. Listen. Women work less hours than men.
They don't.
Okay? They do.
No, they don't.
They do. They work less hours. They take less vacations, and they don't have anything to do with maternity leave ever. Okay? It's only women that do all those things.
Yeah.
And
So,
all of the jobs. Listen.
No,
All
Dan.
of the
I don't.
jobs that
This is
women
what I was.
choose,
This is what I
most
was
of
afraid
them-
of. Hold on, Dan.
No.
Hold on, Dan.
Listen.
Hold on. Dan,
All of
stop. Dan, be quiet for a second, brother. Okay? When I was talking, please don't interrupt me. First of all, let me finish my thought, because it will help you understand what I'm saying. So, the way that the companies get away with it is, when you get hired and whoever else gets hired, you don't know how much everybody makes. So all they do is simply pay men more than they pay women. And by your logic, they want to hire men too. It's not like they don't want to hire men. You know what I'm saying? Like, because why not? Because they're sexist, right? Men are sexist too. Men are extremely sexist. So you want to hire a man, cool. And you're going to have women working there, cool. So you pay the women less than you pay the man. That's all you do. And nobody talks about it because nobody knows how much money anybody is making. They actually will fire you on a job if you tell other people. A lot of times they will reprimand you for talking about how much money you make. Why do you think that is? It happens with black people, it happens with minorities, it happens all the time. Women get the same treatment. They get very similar treatment, right? They get paid less money than black people get, the same way black people get paid less money, the same way Latinos get paid less money, typically speaking, right? That's how it works. So yes, legally, I just went through this with DeMarcus. On the books, there is no law that says you can legally pay women less money than men. Everybody knows that. So when I asked for you to prove to me that women aren't paid less, I didn't ask you to prove to me that there was a law on the books that said that you can't pay women less. I already know that law exists. I'm saying, what numbers are you seeing to substantiate your claim? And I know they don't exist because I've looked it up. That's what I'm saying. So I know, and the reason why I believe it, or whatever you want to say, is because I've seen the numbers. And I know that women make less money. And like I explained to you earlier, the way that the wage gap works is they say, Dan versus Cindy. Dan, you work 40 hours a week. Cindy, you work 40 hours a week. Dan, you're in construction. Cindy, you're in construction. Both of you guys are the same level. But somehow, some way, Cindy is still making less money than Dan. That's how that works. It doesn't work any other way than that. It's not about overall how much money men make. It's not the average number of men overall. It's not based on anything like that. That's not what it is. So when you came in all hot and heavy, and that was your point initially, that was already wrong. That's why I already knew you were going to say that, because that's what most people say when they say that's actually been debunked. It hasn't been debunked.
You'd have to prove that they were getting paid less.
It's been proven.
No, listen. How would you prove that they were getting paid less? You'd have to go to every single company and look at all the numbers.
That's not how you do it.
They were getting paid less for the same job.
You don't have to do that.
How would you prove that?
Who told you that? You can prove it through taxes. You can prove it. You can prove it through. You can prove it through self.
That could be based on a different state or a different region.
What? It's Dan. What I'm saying is hold on, brother. What I'm trying to let you know is instead of trying to find flaws in the study, you should just look up the study, right?
There's hundreds of studies.
No, there's not. I'm telling you, there is an actual
studies on this all the time. Women are doing really well financially right now.
Who said that they aren't? Nobody's doing really well right now.
You're making it sound like they aren't.
No. I'm saying, first of all, nobody as a group, men or women, working class people aren't doing well financially, first and foremost. Secondly, women are doing worse than men financially. That's just unequivocally true. I don't know, like there's no debate. Now, you want to debate how much? Like I said, it's 87 cents to every dollar. That's what they said, right? That's what I believe. It makes a lot of sense. But let's move beyond that. I don't want to keep having that's proven without a doubt. Everything I said was proven though, by the way. Everything, you can look it up for yourself. There's a book on it, by the way, that talks about this. I have it. It's a cool book.
I'll send you all the information tomorrow, okay? Just stay by your phone. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about specifically.
Okay.
But for now, the point that I'm trying to make is if women don't like the money that they're making, then why don't they have their own businesses?
Women are leading in.
Then
women are
leading in entrepreneurship. Why don't we have women put in money for other women, and then they'll remove the wage gap by themselves?
Dan, women are starting their own businesses at a higher clip than men.
Yes, they should. And then
they are. You just said, why aren't they? And they do.
They're not doing it enough, is my point. They're still doing the 9 to 5. That's why they're not getting paid enough.
Sir, that's not why. That's stupid.
No.
What are you talking about?
You can do it. Anybody can do it. There's 10,000 different ways to make money. Pick it up.
Yeah, that's not reality. So let's just
It is reality.
It's not, because it takes capital to make capital the vast majority of the time. So you have to have the capital to make the capital, and most people don't have the capital and they don't have access to the capital. But I don't even care about that. I'm just trying to figure out what does this have to do with the prompt at this point? Very curious.
You make it sound like they're all broke or something.
I don't make it sound like that. That's what you're doing. That is what we call a straw man.
Doctors. There are women who are lawyers. There are women who are engineers. Most women don't want to do the blue collar jobs though, and those are the ones that pay the most.
Once again, doctors and engineers make more money than blue collar people. But once again,
yes. But most women don't want to do those. But specifically, the blue collar ones, most women don't want to do those. They don't want to be on oil rigs. They don't want to do construction. They want to be in an air conditioned place.
Hold on. Wait. Stop. We were gonna get somewhere with that one. You still haven't answered my question, but I'll ask you a question beyond what you were about to say, because that's a lie. Why else do you think women don't want to work on oil rigs with a bunch of men? Can you think of any other reason?
Sexual assault's number one. I can't really think of any others.
Harassment. Cool. Okay. So we
anything else?
Yeah. Also, they couldn't.
They couldn't. There's some of them who couldn't do the physical labor because it's heavy stuff that you're picking up. Yeah, it's draining hours.
Yeah, but also
like most women. Days.
Yeah, most women are denied access to these jobs. They want to work them, but they get denied it. Like there are women who do want to work these jobs, and they get denied access to these jobs. Because men are in control of these fields, and they're the ones who hire, and they say no, and they're gatekeepers, and they say no. They say no to black people. They say no to women. They say no. They say no. They say nope, not gonna do it. We're only gonna hire. It's a good old boys club. We're only gonna hire people that look like us, and that's what they do the vast majority of the time.
Well, that could also be for their protection.
Excuse you?
Yeah. So nothing bad happens to them, so they don't get hit by anything. I mean, it's a liability if a woman gets hurt on the job. It is.
It's a liability if anybody gets hurt on the job, not just women.
And what's more of a liability? The woman.
Why is a woman more of a liability than men? Wait. Who is more likely? Hold on, Dan. Please be quiet for a second. Who is more likely to be unalived by an accident of any kind?
It depends on the person on the job.
No, it doesn't.
But
who is more?
Men.
Nope.
It's
specifically
men.
Yeah, And
But
why is that?
but
And
men do the
wait,
more dangerous jobs
and
anyway.
why?
That's why they're
Wait,
more
no, no,
likely
no.
to be
That's
killed
not.
from them.
No, that's not how that works. Once again, it's not based on overall numbers. I'm saying in controlled instances, when a man is working the same type of job that a woman is working, or a man is driving versus for every 100,000 men versus every 100,000 women, who is more likely to be unalived in a car accident, right? It's because men are more reckless and men don't pay attention and men don't listen to directions like women do. So when you say that women are more of a liability on a job site, I wholeheartedly disagree. Women are actually the people you don't have to worry about on the job site. They're not going to be playing around, fucking doing stupid shit with the nail gun,
No, it has nothing to do with what they're
being
doing. It's if they get hurt, it's worse.
being He-Man and shit like that. Yeah, hold on. I want to ask a person up here that actually does this. Jeff, do you agree with what Dan is saying right now? I'm very curious.
I don't agree with him at all. I would like to ask Dan what he does for a living, because he's on these blue collar jobs like real hard.
Mm-hmm.
Dan,
Wait, and Jeff, what do you do?
Those are the jobs that men do.
Wait, Jeff, what do you do for a living?
I'm an electrical superintendent.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to check. Okay, so you work this quote unquote blue collar
blue
job.
collar.
Yeah,
almost 20 years in the trade. But Dan, what do you, or do you work blue collar?
No.
Okay.
No. So why are you? So you've never been on a job site?
Of course I have. I did construction years ago. I was like 19.
Mm-hmm.
So you did it for 6 months and you got kicked out because they didn't. The Good Boys Club didn't like you.
It was too hard.
No, I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, he don't want to do it.
It has nothing to do with difficulty.
What?
I'm smart. I don't need any of that shit.
What?
I went to fucking school. I studied. I have businesses. I'm fucking smart. I don't need any of the construction shit.
So what are you in right now? Are you in the woods or are you inside of a building?
I'm inside a house.
Because you're discounting everyone inside the blue collar trades that you first off you tried to hold them up and said these jobs make more money than anything else, and then you just discounted them and said I don't need any. I said jobs. I
don't want to do
jobs
them.
Are for these jobs are for stupid people because I'm smart. I got my own business, my own degrees. So you really need to pick a lane.
The
where
oil rigs make really good money. They do. In a lot of cases, the engineers also make really good money. Plumbers also make really good money.
Are engineers blue collar jobs?
Yes.
No,
what?
No, they're not. No, they're not.
If you are
engineers are blue. Wait, Jeff. Are engineers blue collar jobs? I'm curious. I've never heard that before.
Yeah. Well, I mean, last time I checked, you got to have a degree for that. So I mean, if you sat in school for 4 years, are you considering that to be a blue collar job?
You can. I mean, you can be. I'm just trying to find. I'm really just confused. All right. I got two cousins that are engineers. I've never seen them with a hard hat on. They don't even have calluses on it. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Right. No, I've never heard of engineering being considered a blue collar. Are we talking about like train engineers? Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Engineers. I'm just like, what engineers? We got to be specific. Like, what kind of engineers are we talking about? That's crazy.
Exactly. Like, I got a buddy that's an engineer, but he literally goes to work with khakis every day. He puts a hard hat on once a week and comes to the field, but his job is in front of a computer. That's what he does.
Yeah.
You know. So I ain't real sure. He was really on the blue collar stuff. Like that was the most difficult, or that was the pinnacle of men's work, was the blue collar work, and then all of a sudden we weren't worth nothing. So I was very confused on where he went down the rabbit hole.
He was all over the place with that one. I was like, damn, first you was loving him. Now you talking about they ain't shit. I'm smart. I would never do that dumbass job for longer than 6 months.
No, I did used to do it.
Wow. Interesting.
I did it for a while.
Okay. I don't know what a while is to you, but yeah, I feel you though, brother. So back to it though. I'm just curious as to what does that have to do with the prompt though? Or did you just come up here to tell us that?
No, listen.
Women are doing just as good as men.
If women want a higher raise, they can go ask for it.
But what does that have to do with the prompt?
If they don't like what they're getting paid, go ask for more. Why aren't they asking for more?
Hold on. Well, what does that have to do with the prompt? Have you read the prompt? Can you read it?
Several times. Why?
I don't know what it has to do with the prompt.
Wait, did you fucking change the whole thing?
No, I didn't.
No, he didn't
Women
change it.
always have to settle for a man. Men almost never settle for a woman. Did you change the prompt?
Nope.
Nah, bro. This is
Nope.
crazy.
We blue collar engineered this one. It's been up here for a while.
This is wild.
No, because I wouldn't have said any of that if
I think you just heard us talking about something, and then that's what you responded to. But we didn't change the prompt, though. That's for sure.
Okay, well that changes everything then. I'll completely. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Women. What do you consider as settling for men? Is this like if the woman is like a like a 6 or something, and then she thinks she's settling for a 4 or something?
I don't grade people like that, but no. It's more like she gets with a man who is misogynistic and doesn't see her as a human being, and so it's going to be extremely difficult for her to be in a healthy relationship with that man, and she knows that going into it, but she's willing to, like, help him do some of the work to become a better person, and I consider that to be settling.
What's wrong with her helping him become a better person?
I mean, because she puts it's A, it's not her job, and B, she puts herself in harm's way.
How so?
Because she's getting with the man that doesn't see her as a human being.
Okay. No, I get that one, but I'm talking about like how would that be like bad for her if she's helping him? I mean, I understand if he's like draining her resources or something, or if he's like yelling at her to go cook or like get in the kitchen or something. I get that. But if she's trying to help him become like a better person, I really don't see the problem with that.
Yeah, because why is that her responsibility?
Well, I mean, a relationship works really well when 2 people are helping each other. If one person just does everything, then it usually doesn't go well.
Yeah,
I mean,
I agree with that wholeheartedly. But I'm asking you, so what I'm saying is that it's not the woman's responsibility to make the man, become a whole individual, or to make the man become a human being. It's not her responsibility. And
so,
I'm okay.
but when you say this, you mean like they're like he's not mature?
Yeah, I mean that would be a way to sum it up. Yeah, he's not mature. He's not he doesn't see her as a human being. He probably dehumanizes himself. And when you get in a relationship with a person like that, it ends up being very toxic. And when you're saying that, what's the problem with that? Why does she need to endure any sort of pain? Like
If
who?
he
Like
doesn't see her as a person, then she should leave, and she should leave immediately.
Well, here's the
Not
cool.
like wait, not get everyone else's opinion. She should leave immediately.
Cool. Well, here's the thing, Dan. Like, you don't believe in the wage gap, right? Like, you don't
No,
think that's
no. Listen, the only reason why though is because there are women that are millionaires, there are women that are billionaires, there are women that make 6 figures. If you don't like the money that you're making, go work somewhere else. Go apply somewhere else.
hey.
Go get a bigger degree. Go get more certifications. I promise you, you can always make more money. There's always something else that you can do.
Yeah. So you don't believe in systematic oppression. We got you. But you don't believe in the wage gap. You don't think that women make as much money as men, right?
I believe if you do not like the money that you're making, go work harder. It sucks. It's horrible.
no?
It's a nightmare, but you have to do it.
Your bootstraps kind of guy.
You can't get anything that you want by sitting on your ass. That's not how it works. You
Okay.
can't sit there and wait for everything to come to you. You have to go work for it very hard.
Yeah. Look.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah, I understand that, but you said earlier that you don't agree with that the wage gap is a thing. Like, you think that women can make just as much money as men and all this. You don't think there's
1,000% yes.
pressure.
My
believe that,
cousin
right?
makes $200,000 right now as a
Well,
lawyer,
good.
and there's other men who only make 150, and she's doing the same job. So
we like that for her. We like that for all of them. We want everybody to make all the money. That's not what we're asking you. but you don't believe the wage gap is a thing. So any woman that dates you has to try to help you get to that answer. So she's doing the work that she should not have to do because you should be doing that work.
No, because we both be working.
What are you
No.
helping her with?
Why do I do everything around the
What?
house?
No, no, I'm talking
I
about
love.
as a person. What are you helping her with? Because she's going to be doing stuff around the house too. What are you helping her with? How
Well,
are you
there's
building her up as a human being? What are you doing for her? She's doing all of this mental, emotional labor for you to help you become a human being. What are you doing for her?
well,
Per-
it specifically.
Mm.
I am very good at cooking. I clean.
Okay,
I fix
not
things.
labor,
Not labor.
not physical labor. I'm talking about emotional, mental labor. What are you doing for her? Like intrinsically, what are you adding to her life? What value are you adding to her?
Well, I can. There's a lot of things I can teach her. There's things that I've done in my life that I can show her. There's places that I can take her. There's I do I do personal training also, so I can help her. I can also help her get in shape if she
Can she
has
not
like
do those things for
trauma I
herself?
had. Like, huh?
Can she not do those things for herself? Can she not take herself places that she wants to go? Has she not had life
Yeah,
experiences? Can she not be a personal trainer?
of course.
She could
Okay.
pay one too. But
I'm
I'm
not
just
trying. I'm not trying to hinder her in any way. If she wants to go do something, she can.
yeah. But I'm
Nobody's gonna go to her head.
no. I hear you, Dan. But you don't understand what I'm asking you though. Like okay, so once again, let me take it back. So the woman, you expect her to do this labor as far as developing this man and making him into a fully functioning human being. That's a lot of emotional and mental labor. Cool. We hear
No,
that.
so here's no. Here's my thing with that.
Okay.
If he, because men mature differently than women do. Women, they become truly mature at like 33, and men it's like 43 or whatever it is. It's like there's like a 10-year gap or whatever it is.
Yep.
So it depends on where he's at in life. Like a lot of maturity, believe it or not, is based on finances. If he doesn't have his shit together, he's not going to be any good in a relationship. And I will openly admit that. I always believe if you were going to get married, you should be making at least six figures. Okay? For your children, for your bills, so you're not behind in anything, so you're not on the street. So if your family members or something needs help, you have a better chance.
Okay. But
I
what does
will
this have to
never.
do with the social? What does it have to do with the emotional labor that I'm speaking of, though? I get the money part.
No. So, but that's the because it has to do with like maturity.
Even if you're, even I don't care how much money you make, you're still most men are still misogynistic and don't see women as human beings. So what's the
It is a man's job to respect a woman, but it's also a woman's job to give a man something to respect. If she is
um?
condescending, if she's egotistical, if she's mean, if she's vindictive, then she's not giving him any reason to respect her.
I mean,
If
most
she
women aren't those
drains his
things.
energy, if she drains his bank account, why should he respect her? Why should anybody?
But most women don't do those things though. So let's stick to most
A
women.
lot of them do.
But most women
I've
don't
been
Wait,
in
do
so
those things.
relationships. You ever
but
been in an abusive
even
relationship?
look,
Yeah.
let's take that logic, Dan. So you're saying that if she doesn't, what part are you not going to respect her now? So you're declassifying her as a human
No,
because you don't like the way that she
no,
said
no, no, no,
something.
no, no. I'm not
That
declassifying anything. What
because you're
I'm
not giving
saying is,
basic
if she
respect.
wants respect, that's perfectly fine, but she has to show it also, and not just expect it from me. I'll give her respect. I have no problem with that, but I will not put up with her disrespect. You got that?
It's,
Does that make sense?
it's it sounds like you don't respect her because to me the way that people earn my respect is by being human beings. And then as long as you're a human being, I'm going to respect you.
I
Right?
I give them respect until they give me reason not to. Okay, I don't walk in a room and say, "Hey, bitch, where's my dinner?" I don't do any of that shit. Okay,
I mean, that's
I take
extreme,
people on dates. I give them flowers. I make them feel good. They're really happy. I do all that shit. But I
but
do not put up with disrespect. I don't like it.
but do you see them as human beings? Like, here's what I'm saying. You know what I think is disrespectful? Like, if you had it, like, if I was your woman, right? No Diddy. If I was your woman and we were having this discussion and you said that all the things you said about women tonight, like things that are like unequivocally true and just like discounting their plight and just being dismissive of their struggles, I would think that that was highly disrespectful. I would actually prefer you say, "Bitch, get my dinner." Like that's less
Well, no,
that's
here's
less
the thing,
harmful
it's
than
not,
than,
it's, if
than,
if I
than
say something about their struggles, it's not about their struggles. It's that they're complaining about them, but they're not solving the problem.
how do you want a group of people that have little systemic power to solve a systemic problem? What
Well,
how
there's a
would they
lot of
go
things.
about it?
First of all, you have to stay off all the dating sites with all the shitty people. You don't go on Hinge. You don't go on Tinder. You don't go to bars. You don't go to where there are going to be shitty people. Okay?
Most women don't be on dating sites, brother.
No, most of them do. That's
They
how they meet
actually
people.
don't.
They
Dan,
do.
hold on, brother. Hold on, man. You got to stop saying stuff that 100% isn't true.
That is how most people meet each
Most
other. They don't
women,
just walk
that
outside.
Dan, most women, I repeat, most women aren't on dating sites. Most women aren't. Like that
Dating
is
sites, social media, whatever. Like, but the point is, that's where they're running into problems. They're dating all these shitty people that don't want them, and they don't know the difference. Women are so bad at picking men. I'm surprised they're not led right off a cliff. They're terrible at it. They should always have at least one male figure to do it for them because they're so bad at it. They
so
always choose people that beat them. That's horrible.
so
That shouldn't
wait,
ever
wait,
happen.
wait,
You
wait,
shouldn't
wait,
ever choose somebody that's going to beat
wait.
the shit out of you.
I got you. So you're blaming the women for being
No.
abused. You are. But so
No, I'm not. No.
so let me
Let
ask-
me explain
let
to
me
you something.
ask- Hold on, wait, Dan. Hold on. I heard what you said. I got to ask you a question though. So if that's the case, let me ask you a question. Do you know any male abusers?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Do you know any male grapist, SAers?
Yes.
Okay. Before they committed those acts, did you know that they were going to do those things?
No.
Okay. So how can you help a woman vet if you can't see that? If you can't see it as a man, what makes you think you would be qualified to vet for her?
When it comes to women, the number one thing that they need to do is protect themselves.
Hold on,
Okay?
wait.
They need- no, listen.
No, Dan,
Listen.
Dan,
What?
do not deflect. Answer my question. I asked you a direct question. I'm happy that you were honest because a lot of men would have lied in that instance. You didn't lie, but you deflected. You're almost there. If you can't see the signs of an abuser, how are you better suited to vet for that woman? That's my first question. I have another one after this one, but can you answer that one first?
Well, the only reason why I didn't see them is because I'm not around these people. If I was around them, I'd see it more.
I'm just asking
I don't.
you.
I don't hang out with rapists or whatever. So
I just asked you. Do you wait? What do you mean? How did you know these people? What do you mean,
I knew of them from other people.
sir? Please,
We're
be
not
fucking
friends,
for
but they're like
So-
my
so
friends know who these
let me-
people are.
real. Let me take it back. So you don't know. You don't have a relationship, and you never had a
No.
relationship with any abuser and with
No.
any rapist. Okay. Any SA or any DVer. Nope to both, right? Okay. What if I told you that is almost statistically impossible? I can almost guarantee you have somebody out of all the men you've been friends with and all the boys you've been friends with that at least one of them did one of those things, if not both of them, right? Because, yeah. So how can you vet men when you are around men who are DVers and SAers and you have no fucking clue? I'm not understanding. That's the first part of my question. Now, the second part of the question is who do you think has more experience in vetting men? You as a man who has never dated a man, or a woman who has dated men and need to protect themselves? Like you said it, and I agree with you that they need to protect themselves from men. And that's what women do. Like they're always looking to protect themselves from men. Why do you think you would be better suited to vet for them when you have never dated a man?
Because I am one and I know how they think.
But
Women don't know how men think.
But you don't know how men. Once again, you don't know because you're a man and you don't know how men think because you don't observe men the way women observe men. You are a man. You do know how you think. You do. I'm not saying you don't have any unique insight whatsoever. I'm just saying, generally speaking, though, she knows how men thinks. She knows. A woman knows how men think better
If
than
she
men
knew
do.
how they think, they never get cheated on.
That's not true because men mask. The same way your friends, who you claim none of them have ever DV'd or SA'd, the same way they mask around you, they mask around the women. That's why the idea of vetting is stupid because you can't vet, brother. You're asking every person, men and women, to be FBI level profilers. You're asking women to be FBI level profilers. The FBI can't vet, brother. The military can't vet.
That's why
the police department can't vet.
Yourself. That was the original thing.
That's not saying anything. That's not adding anything to what I'm saying or taking away. Like, that's duh. You have to protect yourself. Thank you, Captain Obvious. We all know that. That's not the point.
Here's the thing.
The point is, how do you protect yourself? That's the point.
Okay. Can I finish that? There's a lot of things. Okay. Most women don't have anything to protect themselves with. They're not trained in anything. They don't have any weapons. They don't use pepper spray. They're not using any like tasers or anything. They're not using anything.
Why do women need to use all of these things? Are most men?
Wait, it's not that they need to use them.
Dan, okay? are most men a threat to women?
I would say some are, some aren't. I can't say most.
No. I'm asking. No. Are most men a threat to women? Is it easier to find a man who isn't a threat
most? Because then it just sounds like they're all pieces of shit.
Well, maybe we are, but that's not even what I'm saying.
You can't say that then.
I said most though. I said maybe we are, but I'm saying most. So you don't think most men are a threat to women?
I think you shouldn't assume that they're all threats. I think you
didn't say. Hold on. Wait. Why can't you ever answer my questions directly when I'm asking them very directly and very succinctly? Do you think most men are threats to women? Yes or no? It's really easy. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Cool. So, if most men are threats to women, if most men are threats to women, then that means that there is a smaller pool of viable men than there are a pool of viable women. There is a bigger pool of viable women than viable men. And if most men are threats to women, then wouldn't that mean that it would be harder to vet? Because what is going to differentiate the average man who is a threat to a woman from the average man who is a threat to a woman? You see what I'm saying? Like, if most men are threats, that makes it harder. Now, it would make more sense if you said that most men aren't threats, so it should be easier to spot the outliers, right? That would make more sense.
It's hard to say most. You could say some. I mean, I guess you could say like a lot of them are, but it's like most makes it sound like it's all of them.
No, most makes it sound like it's most. You have to jump to the conclusion that it's all, but it's most to me. And also, have most women, if you had to guess, have most women been harmed by men?
Do they all have a sexual assault story? Probably.
Nope, I didn't say that, but I'm asking you: have most women been harmed by men? SADV, some combination of the two.
Probably yes.
Emotionally, okay. So how can it be that most women have been assaulted by men, but most men aren't assaulters and abusive?
Well, there's a lot of factors with that. Do you want me to go through the biological reasons or just explain the other
biological reasons? This is a mathematical equation, sir. Has nothing to do with biology. This is math. You have to make the math make sense.
If you want to say most men are violent or a potential threat, that's fine. But not every man is 6'5". Not every man is strong. Not every man is tall.
I didn't say anything like that. You don't have to do a straw man argument because I don't care about any of that.
No,
I
I'm
asked
just
you, if most women have been assaulted by men or have been harmed by men, emotionally, physically, whatever, right? How can it be that most women have been assaulted or harmed by men, but most men aren't abusive?
I guess you can say they're abusive, most of them.
So most men are abusive. So how is it possible for women to vet?
Well, I would also like to go back
I would.
to
Well,
Go ahead,
go
Jeff.
ahead.
yeah. You said earlier you were doing a lot of women need to do this and women need to do that and women are picking bad guys and all that type of stuff. And you've already admitted that men are the problem here. So
But
at what point are we going to take the blame away from women choosing men that aren't good for them and saying the men are the things that are the problem here?
because women chase men that don't want them. There's
Says who?
80% of women chasing the top 20% of men. The top 20% of men don't want these women, and they don't get it.
That doesn't. That's. You know what? Fuck it. Cool. And the
But the
top
point,
and men, and if you're gonna tell me that men don't do the same thing, that's hilarious. Men, you know what's crazier about men? If women are chasing the top 20% of men, men are chasing the top 2% of women. That's the crazy thing. They're not even getting close.
They don't have a chance with the top 2%.
I know they you're right, but that's the funniest thing about it. But they're still chasing them. So what does that mean? Chasing is irrelevant. I'm not talking about who they're chasing. I'm saying, and the top 20% of men are the men who you said are less likely to be violent. The men who have have money, the men who have status. You're based on what you said. These men are less likely to be violent. So if they're chasing the top 20%, then wouldn't that make sense?
The top 20% is like the women or the men that like most women would go for, but that's not. I'm talking about if they're violent or not.
Sir, listen to what I'm saying. What criteria determines this man to be in the top 20%?
His social status, his income, his height.
Cool. All these things. Yep. Cool. Enough said. You said enough right there. So, based on your logic that you said earlier, if the top 20% of men are tall, attractive, and make a lot of money, right? Make good money, are they more or less likely to be abusive based on your logic?
They can be either or with those.
Oh my God.
A lot of them are abusive.
Wait, Dan, why would the top fella that, as you said, has women just beating down the doors to try to get to him, why would he want to harm women if there's a line out the door? In your logic, if there's a line out the door, if he can choose,
why does anyone want to harm women?
Well,
why do you want to harm women?
How am I harming them?
You've been lying on them for like an hour. You've been gaslighting them. You've been gaslighting them for like the last hour.
You haven't validated.
Well, I've heard them whine for the past 6 years, and it's kind of getting old. So why don't we solve the problem now?
Do you have access to women at all?
I have. I'm engaged, but why?
So you're engaged.
Yes.
And you say these things to your woman, like your woman agrees with you that women are just whining.
She doesn't whine to me though, so I don't have to say it to her.
I didn't ask you that. I asked you, do you think that if your woman heard you saying these things right now, that she would agree with you? Thank you, Fifi. Appreciate the Cash App. Hey, y'all, bang the Cash App one time. Y'all know what it is. Would you agree with that? Do you think your woman would agree with that? Curious.
I mean, maybe.
No. You know her. She's your fiance. If you don't know this, then you don't know her. This is crazy. She's your fiance. Do you think your fiance would agree with you?
The only reason why I wouldn't know of something about that because she doesn't ever make me mad, like ever. Like nothing. I don't like.
Not what I'm asking.
I don't think less of her. I don't talk down. Like we get along really well. I don't. She's not toxic like the other ones.
Go ahead, DeMarcus.
Wait, can he?
What'd you say? You got your mic got really low. What'd you say, brother?
Can you hear me? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, go ahead. We can hear you.
Okay, sorry, Dan. Um, I don't want to be like disrespectful, but like what you just said just right now was very scary. Saying that, oh, I don't hear this from my wife because I don't yell at her or she doesn't make me mad, so that way that's why I don't hear these things about her from her. That doesn't disprove that she won't disagree with you.
Yeah, she probably would disagree with you, even though you guys have never, you personally don't have a problem with each other. But if you asked
Yeah,
her about women in general, which that's what this concept is about, and about men in general, do you or do you not think, do you think that she would agree with you? And I know you know the answer is she would not agree with you because
That's
she's a
fine.
woman, because she's a woman. So you are, and you are literally invalidating your own girlfriends or own fiancés real world lived experiences.
She doesn't hate men like all the women on the panel.
Who said, wait, what panel? There's all men up here.
No. All the women on there in the comments, they all hate men. They all want us dead, and they all
Nope,
think that we're all rapists, and that's the problem. Okay,
that's not
they
it.
all want us to change
Oh,
and
be
be like
careful.
these
TikTok
perfect human
language.
beings.
Hold on. I gotta mute you, bro. That was crazy. We gotta watch that language. That was a lot of language. A lot of
yeah,
bad language.
that was crazy. That was crazy.
F1 in the chat, y'all. F1 in the chat for educational purposes. That was crazy, brother. I hope, man, please don't clip the live. That was crazy. You got to be careful with that language, brother. Grape, unalive, you know the
I
rules.
didn't say brave. What are you talking about?
You did.
You did. You did.
No, I said rapist.
No, you didn't, brother. But also you said, you just say
Right,
unalive.
sexual. Can I say sexual assaultist then?
Just say SA. No.
Say essay.
Why can't you say anything anymore?
I don't know. You got to ask TikTok, brother. I didn't make the rules. I'm not fighting against the algorithm right now. I just don't want to get my shit banned. Come on. Just be careful.
But
That's all I'm asking.
but I do want to address, like, I mean, there's 500 people in here that are a lot of women and men are in here. Do you want to ask the chat what they think about what he said? Do you women, do y'all hate the fellas? Do y'all, men in general, do y'all want to unalive us in general? Is that
I mean,
the
I could show you all the wonderful women on TikTok who like want us dead. I mean, I can give
Oh,
you names.
unalive.
What?
Hey, but
What? Oh my God, you
wait,
can't say
Dan.
anything on here.
I know, but Dan, hold on, real quick, brother. You do realize that using your FYP, because that's what you like to engage with. You like to engage with seeing women say that they want to unalive men because it reinforces your worldview, does not actually mean that's what most women want, right? Because you know how algorithms work, right? You're a smart dude.
I don't see why they say it so much. I understand they want things to change, but it's not that simple. I mean, I
Mm-mm.
can tell you I'm not ever going to touch a woman's butt when I walk by her. Okay? But I can't
Yeah.
say that about the other men. I really can't. I can't say it if they're drunk, if they're on drugs. I cannot speak for them.
Candy.
If I see it, I can stop it, but I can't say it won't happen.
It's for educational purposes. I didn't say that. What does that have to do with anything? I just said
Because it makes
that.
they make it sound like they're trying to like stop it all like tomorrow, and it's not how it works.
I mean, it should stop tomorrow, but they're not being unrealistic. Nobody expects it to stop tomorrow, but
Then how does it stop?
it stops with men. It starts, first of all. Fuck how it stops. We're gonna talk about how it starts. How does the process start? It starts with men taking accountability. It starts with men not lying to women and trying to gaslight them and tell them things like, you guys just got to get up and make more money, and that's your problem. It's not the system. It's not that they're facing systemic oppression. Nope, that's not it. It's just you guys have made bad choices. You guys didn't choose to be in the blue collar fields. You guys didn't choose to be engineers and blah 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 blah. It's first and foremost, we have to acknowledge the role that we play and the system and the way in which the system affects them. That, to me, that's the easiest step, because that shouldn't even be Dan, right? Like you didn't build this system. I didn't build this system. It should be real easy for you to say, yep, the system is oppressing them. I think that's the easiest thing for men to do. But that you can't even do that is crazy. But before, Dan, you said it wasn't.
No, here's the thing. The system fucks over everybody, but here's the thing. What happens if a woman gets hit by a man in public? There's always another man to help her, right? Usually.
That's not true. There's literally studies
Usually.
done on this. Usually that's not true. There's some, you should look it up. It's called the bystander effect. Men actually don't help women a lot of times in public, like often. Women step up and help women more, but men don't help women that much.
Do you think that's because of the constant disrespect that women give men on a regular basis, that they've stopped trying to help them?
Nope. I think it's because men don't respect women and they don't see women as human beings. And also men are scared of other men.
What do you mean they don't see them as human beings? They see them as sex objects or something? Is that what you're saying?
That's a part of it, yeah. They don't see women as human. They see them as baby factories. They see them as cheap labor, but they don't see it. They see them as everything but a human being.
But are they dressing like human beings, or are they dressing like?
Dan, you're a troll.
Dan,
I'm being very serious
no
with this.
way.
I have no
Dan,
problem
You're a
giving
bot.
women respect. I really
you
do.
start
But
that
if she
way
walks
too
out with her
soon.
ass hanging out, I'm gonna lose respect for her.
No,
This
Okay?
Dan, no, that
So
was
you
too
don't look at
strong.
her as a human
Hold
being
on.
because she got on booty
No,
shorts?
I'm
No.
not saying I'm not looking at her as a human being. I'm saying I'm losing respect for her. As I should. If I walked out with my fucking balls out, wouldn't you have no respect for me? You'd be like, what the fuck
I
is he
don't care
doing?
what
Why
you
are
do
his
with them.
fucking balls out?
I don't care what you do with them. I'm gonna
See?
treat you just the same. I don't care.
I'm not gonna look down, but
Yeah.
But
Whatever you try to.
the point that I'm
and
making
don't try
is
to
that
and don't try to hug me.
But you will think less of me, won't you? You won't respect me in any way, right?
No,
I would
I would still
actually
respect you.
Yeah, I would
No,
see
you
if you needed some
shouldn't.
shorts.
Because
But if you was
I'm
good,
fucking
I'm good
walking
too.
around naked. You should not have any respect for me at that point.
Why? Why would naked? Wait. You know what? You know what makes me lose respect for people? People invalidating whole groups of people, real lived experiences. That makes me lose respect for you. People degrading people. That makes me lose respect for you. People who are abusive. That makes me lose respect for you. People who don't protect people who need protection. That makes me lose respect. People who lie to me make me lose respect for you. You walking outside without your underwear on
like that, would I get the job?
No, I would think you were mentally unstable. It wouldn't be because I didn't respect.
That's the
No.
point.
That's not exactly.
That's exactly the point.
Wait, that's a
You
different.
don't value mentally stable people. That's what you're saying.
No. What I am saying is when you dress a certain way, when you act a certain way, when you're not wearing clothes, people are going to think less of you. That's the point.
And who are these people?
It's anybody, but I'm talking about specifically
It's not
women.
me.
I don't
It's
feel
not me.
like that.
It's not
It's
public.
not me. I don't
It's
care.
you, Dan. You said it was you, but it's not me, brother.
Yeah. Don't put that jacket on me. I like booty shorts personally on women. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I like sundresses, booty shorts.
I'm talking about never mind.
You said it. You said it. I would never tell a woman. I won't say a woman. I definitely have bought some booty shorts for my wife. But I'm saying in general, I don't tell women how to dress one way or the other. But I'm just saying I can appreciate if whatever they got on. Like, as long as the shit look good, it look good. I don't know what you're talking about. Y'all be scared. Y'all be scaring the women though, bro. Like, what did y'all talk? Like, stop. I don't like that. Come on, bro. What are you talking about? It's about to be summertime. You saying you don't like
No. Listen. That's not what I'm talking about. You can wear whatever you want, but that doesn't mean that people should respect what you have on.
Of course they should. 100% you should respect what they have on. You know what I don't respect? When people wear like American flags and shit. That is I can't stand that.
You have a problem with American flags?
I'm black.
So?
that flag is a symbol of oppression for me personally. I don't trust people who wear American flags. I'll be honest with you. I'm always looking at them side eye.
Out of all the fucking flags, that's the one that you have a problem with. Not the KKK or anything else. That's the one.
I mean, I don't like. The KKK flag is the American flag, sir.
Yeah, they put an American flag, so I don't know what you.
That's their flag.
Yeah,
that's not their fucking flag.
That is their flag.
That is their flag, 100%. And they flew the Confederate flag under that. But don't talk to me about the Deep South, brother.
He said some crazy shit. There's more. There's more.
More than Democrat.
What? He just hit the try.
KKK
Man, we should have been
are
playing.
Democrats. Did you know
We
that?
should have been playing. We should have been playing Red Pill Bingo tonight. He literally, you hit every single one. Do you have a checklist? Like, what are you reading? What script are you reading off of right now? This is too funny. There's no way you're just this coming off the top of your head. You're a genius, man. You really are. You're good at this. No. Yeah, I don't care about Democrats or Republicans. You can't. You know, I would.
You don't vote, do you?
I would. Of course, I vote. I've been voting since 2000, the year 2000. I've been voting longer than you. I've been voting.
You're probably older than me, so yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm smarter than you. I'm more educated than you. Yeah, I'm a better voter than you are. I'm a more informed voter than you are. I guarantee you. So
well, last time I couldn't vote because I was working in LA and my ballot was in Orange County, so I can't do that.
yeah, you did a typical man thing. You didn't plan ahead. That's what men are known to do. That if it was that important to you, you would have planned ahead. You know what I'm saying? But
well, working 12-hour days, that's how it works.
Yeah, no excuses, brother. No excuses. Plan, get your shit together. And voting was so important. You know, it was crazy. You just said that I didn't vote, but come to find out you didn't vote. Y'all always are projecting. That's so funny. You didn't vote. Look at that.
Not the last time. I usually do, but not last time.
Yeah, and you said that you probably
No,
don't
I didn't
vote.
say it was bad that you didn't vote. I just said you didn't vote. Like
I know. You just said you probably didn't vote. Why did it sound like I don't vote?
Just the way that you were talking, it just sounded like you hated politics or something.
I don't. How do you hate politics? Politics are politics. Like, it's just a way of life. I don't like policies. I don't like certain politicians, but I don't hate politics. Like, what the fuck? Politics is just life. You know what I'm saying? It's like saying I hate language. Like, no. I love that we can communicate with each other. I like the idea of politics in general. I think they're needed. But yeah, I'm not down for the policies by and large that run our country, that govern us. I don't like them. I disagree with them, and I disagree with the people who wrote them, not the politicians, because they don't write most of the policies.
Do you think they're trying to take away the reproductive rights to control women, or is it just because of they're trying to protect the child, the unborn child?
They're trying to control women. Because those people who are working hard to take away the reproductive rights, their mistresses and their wives and their girlfriends are still getting some smortions. They're still flying them to different states and making, So Greg Abbott, if he gets his intern pregnant, you think he's gonna let her have the baby? No, he's gonna fly her to Colorado secretly, and she's gonna get her some smortion. The same way that during the lockdowns, the politicians, when everybody was at home, they were still out eating. Right, the same way that the right wing politicians were saying we're talking about the vaccine, and they were all of them were vaccinated. That's what politicians do. They lie.
What is what do you believe in, legitimate abortions as opposed to I don't really want to take care of this kid?
I think every abortion is legitimate.
I mean, I'd say there were health circumstances, if it's going to kill you or the child, that would make sense. But if
why are you concerned about abortion so much? Are you pregnant?
No.
Is your fiance pregnant?
Not at the moment.
Okay. Then why do you care about abortions? Why do you care what somebody else does with their body? What does that have to do with you?
I'm not thinking about what they do with their body. I'm thinking about the child itself.
Why do you want to protect children to bring them into a world where you don't even think that you don't think that they have the right to have a home or have food?
100% have a right to have a home.
You don't believe that. I guarantee you don't believe that. So you think every person in the world, fuck it, in America should have a home, right?
Yes. I do not believe. I wish there was. I don't know how this would be possible. Mm-hmm. But they did it was in Utah. Mm-hmm. They made this little house for the homeless people, and it was $17,000.
Yeah.
And I believe that they should do something like that in almost every state. So just to
who built the house?
Huh? No, they're little houses. They're they're one little one room or whatever,
But who built them? Blue collar workers built them.
Yes.
You
What's
think
the
the blue
problem?
the blue collar employees got after that? That sounds like it's an important job.
I
That was
didn't
pretty
say it wasn't
intense.
important.
I would hate for somebody to be on TikTok
Hold
in the
on, hold
middle
on,
of the
hold
night
on. Let
talking
me explain to
smack
you
about
something.
people that's
As a
building
person
houses
who
for
was
people.
in blue collar, I know how important it is. Okay, without blue collar workers, this country would not function at
Yep.
all. I'm well aware of that,
Yep.
and I thank them every day, along with the veterans. Is anybody a veteran in here?
I am.
Thank you very much for your service. I really appreciate it. I'm really happy that you didn't die. Okay,
Jesus
Th-
Christ.
th-
I have
Thanks.
family members who
Thanks.
did, and it was horrible and it haunts me. I have friends who did. So if you're still alive, thank you. I can't thank the ones that aren't here, but I can definitely thank the ones that are. So thank you.
Hey,
It's not easy.
do you think that military personnel all deserve like health care?
1,000%. I think they deserve it above the illegal immigrants.
Oh my God.
That was the last one. That was the
That
last
was
talking
That
point.
was the
That
what?
was the
That
last.
shit was in the bottom right hand corner and he hit it.
Yeah,
Hold on,
yeah,
wait.
bingo, baby.
Hold on, wait. I got a question for you. So
uh,
if you think that, and I'm guessing you vote Republican because you said something
Well,
about the Democrats.
I have well, no. Hold on. The only reason, well, actually, I do
You don't. He
libertarian.
didn't
I
vote.
would do
He
that
didn't
too. But
vote.
the only reason why I do like Republican is because I have guns and I'm not getting rid of them. I love them.
Pew pews.
I love them. Oh God, I can't even say gun. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah.
Um.
So how
Oh,
are
oh.
you?
Can I say? Hold on. Can I say firearms?
I don't know. I would just say pew pew though, but maybe I don't know. Just say pew pew to be safe. So I got a question for you. So if you believe that, what politician, what policy is any politician that you are voting for? What are they doing to ensure that our veterans have a place to stay and have adequate health care?
To be honest, I don't think it's either one of them. I don't know. I don't know. I only know of two of the candidates. The rest, I don't. I don't know.
None of them are. No Republican is fighting for that. They actually denied it when Bernie Sanders drafted a bill to do that. The Republicans fought against it. They all voted for it. They all voted. They all voted it down.
I would have voted for him. I liked him.
I bet. Yeah, he had a lot of crossover appeal. He's a populist, and Republicans.
I'm not really into Biden. I think
Trump. Yeah, it's not about that. I got you. I just wanted to say that, but that was funny though. That was fun. Do you have anything else you would like to add to the topic?
Well, here's my thing. When you say women always have to settle for a man, I mean, there's men that settle for women, but my biggest thing is like,
how do men settle for women?
well, it's easy. You marry or you date somebody that you don't even like.
Why would a man do that?
Because they're lonely and bored.
And are you lonely and bored?
I'm engaged, so fuck no.
Yeah, so you didn't settle for your fiance?
No, but that doesn't mean that other people won't.
But I'm asking you, how do they settle for how do they settle for women though? Like, give me an example. What does it look like?
Well, do you date or marry someone that you're not really that interested in?
And what do the women typically give the men in return for that?
I don't know, attention, validation, like they're a companion, kids, I guess. Yeah,
kids, labor, like cleaning up, cooking, organizing, planning.
But here's the thing with the labor thing, though. A lot of women don't like doing housework. No one likes doing it. But the thing is, it's like if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. Okay, but it's not going to get done. So you can either do it yourself or you can pay somebody.
But most people can't afford to pay for it, and most women do the vast majority of the labor in the home. So not to speak in hypotheticals or what ifs. Let's just talk about the reality. So men are going to get labor out of that woman. He's going to get children out of that woman. She's going to rear his children after they come out. She's going to plan everything in the household or most of the stuff for the household. She's going to be his confidant. She's going to be his therapist. She's going to be his sex object, like all of these things. And you're saying that after all of that, he's still settling for her? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't mean settling like she's not doing anything. I mean settling like he's not what he wanted.
He doesn't want those things?
He doesn't want her.
But he wants those things that she's giving him.
Yes.
So how is he settling?
it's like you know when you see like the really rich guy that'll like marry like the young girl. She's like 25 or something.
Okay.
She doesn't want him at all, but he
The
provides for
25.
her.
Okay, yeah, women settle for men. We already know that. That's what I'm saying. How do men settle for women? Don't give me an example of a woman settling. Give me an example of a man settling. That doesn't make sense.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of men that like they'll either date somebody that they don't like or they'll marry somebody that they don't like, and they
Most
don't.
men, but most men don't like women in general. Like you, I don't think you like women at all.
I don't say that. I wouldn't say they don't like them. I would say like they're tired of their disrespect.
What are you talking, sir?
How do you not? Do you think all women are just angels?
No, I don't think all of anybody is anything. The way I
Then
don't think all men
that's
are
what I'm talking
abusive,
about.
but
I'm
most
talking
men,
about the one
sir,
the whole.
Dan. Let me ask you a question. Are women capable in our society right now? Are they capable of oppressing men?
Anyone is capable of
No,
oppression.
no. Not anyone is capable of oppression, sir. You have to have power to oppress, systemic power specifically. So I ask you again: are women capable of oppressing men as a group
Not physically.
in any way, socially, economically? Are women as a group, generally speaking, capable of oppressing men, generally speaking, as a group?
No.
No. Okay. So
The only reason why I say that is because I believe that
because it's
women
true.
are that men are stronger than women.
This has
That's
nothing
the
to
only
do
reason
with
why.
physical violence. I said
Yes.
economically, and I said economically and politically. Women cannot oppress men because they don't have economic or political power. They don't have enough of it,
But
right?
the men that you're talking about are the men are the very tip top of everything. The men that make the laws, that pass the bills, that do the policies, those are the really shitty human beings. And I agree with that. I will openly admit that. But I don't.
I disagree with you. I think I've been listening to you lie on women this whole time. I think you're not a good human being. You see what I'm saying? And I think you contribute to the oppression of women. And you don't do it. You do it systemically because you vote people in power that don't care about women's
I,
rights, and you vote
I
for them. You
didn't vote
support them.
any
So
of those
that's one
people in
way.
power.
I know you didn't do it this time, but whenever you vote, if you vote for a libertarian, they don't care about women's rights and issues, right? Generally speaking, Democrats don't either. So I'm not a fan either. But yeah. So you vote for people who don't care about women's rights at all, right? And you sound like you're not a safe space for women. You sound very, very much not a safe space. Like if you have a fiance, I want that woman free tomorrow. And lastly,
She's not in any danger.
I don't know. I disagree. But I think that lastly, you women that you the way that you contribute to women's oppression is men do it systematically. So men collect as a collective lying to women, emotionally and physically abusing women, which we already agree. That's men systematically oppressing women. And yeah, I think most men do that, and you agree to that. So I 100% disagree with everything you're saying. And women, if they are upset, they have reason to be upset. But most women aren't upset with men. I mean, most women aren't acting
I know a
out.
lot of them are.
A lot of them are. What is a lot to you? 5%, 8%? I don't know what a lot is.
Most of the
That
people
term.
on TikTok, yes.
Most of the women. You know what it is? Most of the women don't like you, and you think that means that they don't like other men. But I don't have a problem. Most women aren't attacking me. Most women don't say those
I'm
things
not
to
saying
me.
they're attacking me. They're attacking men in general.
Oh, they attacking you. I don't know if you're reading the comments. And
Give a
most
shit
women
about
in
that. Fuck them.
in
They
my
know shit about
spaces,
me.
hey, be careful. And most women in my spaces that I see in the space I'm in, they don't attack men. Not unwarranted. Like they don't just go out of their way to be like, all men are trash. Like they don't do that type of shit. That's weird, right?
I've never said all women are trash.
Kinda.
You said all women other than your fiance because she
No,
Yeah, don't
I did
say.
not.
because
I
she
did
don't
not say
disrespect
any of
you.
those words in a sentence.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't say like.
I did not say all women are trash. I never said that.
You alluded to it. You may have not said
No,
those.
Multiple
no, no,
times.
no, no, no,
In
no,
that
no, no,
order.
no.
Multiple
You're
times.
not doing this. You're not going to put words in my mouth that I didn't say. Okay? I
Yeah.
have nothing against women, as I've said before. I want respect, and I will give them respect. I have no problem with that. Okay? I know how to treat a woman. I've been doing it since I was fucking a teenager. I know how to do it. I'm very good at it.
I would disagree
That's
with
why I have
that.
a fucking fiance.
I don't know, man. I think you lied
Man,
to that
you
woman.
need a testosterone shot, man. Just calm down, brother. You
Hey,
need a
I don't think.
testosterone shot.
Do
I
you
don't
know
think
what
you.
testosterone does?
Yeah, it makes you more aggressive. So people say.
Yes. What the fuck are you talking about? Jesus
It also
Christ.
makes you. It also makes you more emotional, and you seem very emotional right now.
Puts a little bass in your voice too.
To put a little,
That's what I was, hinting towards his voice. But
it do get you a little bassy.
I'm tired
But
of hearing this dude.
I have nothing against women, but
that's
I'm
not
not
true.
I do,
You
I
do.
really
You
don't.
do have something against women. You just said what you have against women is you think that they all hate men. So you do have that against women. You're mad at women.
No,
You're
listen,
mad
listen,
at women
listen.
because they haven't. You're mad at women because they all want to date the top 20% of men that
No,
you
no, no,
don't.
no, no. I don't care
That you
about
don't.
that. No, 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 no. I don't care about that.
Then why'd you bring it up?
I don't like the fact that I'm compared to a sexual assaultist. That's what I don't like. When they put me in that category and I didn't do anything to these people, I didn't like fucking touch them and didn't say shit to them.
You
and
know
you're
what's
putting me in that
crazy?
same category. That's what I don't like.
Jeff, have you ever been put in that category before?
I'm not even sure what category he's discussing.
I don't know either, but just based on what he said, have you ever has any woman that you know of personally put you in that category before?
You don't mean anybody that I'm not. I'm talking about online. Like when they
Online.
say-
I'm saying online. Has any woman ever put you in that category before online, Jeff?
No.
Oh,
But
not
I'm
me. Not me. But Dan, I think I know what you're trying to allude to here. All right. And so we've already described that men create problems with women to a large degree, right? Like most women have experienced a problematic man. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay, so if you knew how to treat women, you would think with that part of your noggin and you would say, okay, her past experiences is how she's interacting with me until she understands and knows that I am not the op, I'm not the oppressor, I'm not the problem. She should act in that manner because she is protecting her safety. What can I do to help her allocate to this safety that she is looking for? And that's where you're kind of missing the point at, Dan. So if you said that you knew how to treat women, but I don't think that's, you said I'm real good at it, like it was like you went to work and it was a job. I'm not real
I had to study it.
You study it.
I watched documentaries. I went on a bunch of dates. I went on a bunch of dating sites. I watched like all these different movies and TV shows.
Why are you telling? Wait, Dan, hold on, wait. Why are you telling? You told all the women to get off the dating sites, but yet you are on the dating sites.
No. Listen. I'm telling them to get off specific dating sites.
Bullshit.
Okay? No, listen. I don't.
Why don't you tell them to go to the dating sites?
No, listen. You want me to give you the good ones, the good dating sites that I recommend?
I don't care, honestly. I really don't. I'm not even trying to be mean. I couldn't care. I'm married. I don't give a fuck about the good dating sites. I don't think the women care either because most women aren't on dating sites. And yeah,
they're on the dating sites. What? Oh, COVID, it threw them on there.
no, most women aren't on dating sites. Why did you guys say stuff that is verifiable? Like you just could just look it up. Like most women aren't on dating sites. Most women aren't. No doubt about it. Most men are though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I see. Well, yes. There's more men on all the dating sites. I know that.
What? How did the thirst? What's going on with all the thirst out here now? It's like insane.
Huh?
How did that? Thirst trap, man. What? Like the internet?
Thirst trap.
Just the thirsty guys everywhere. Emoji. These chicks live off of therapy for men and emojis, man.
What are you talking about, Jake?
The internet of things.
I mean, what are you describing right now?
Okay, basically, the technology has basically in.
Hold on, Jake. I got you. Hey, y'all. Let's get the likes up. We're not even over 100,000 likes. I've been live way longer than I need to be. God damn. If you're on the East Coast, wait, hold on, Jake. I got you, baby. Okay. If you're on the East Coast, take your ass to sleep. I don't know what the fuck y'all doing still up, but I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Bang the Cash App one time. Y'all know what it is, man. Are you not entertained? Like the live. Let's keep the live alive. I appreciate all the new subs. Thank you to the new subs. But yeah, let's let's bang that Cash App. We got 600 people in here. $1 to do you. Okay, $1 to do you. Let's go ahead, Jake. So go ahead. Explain to me what you're talking about, brother.
Okay, so what the internet is showing you, because they say that with the internet, men are addicted to porn and women are addicted to social media. Okay, corn. What? I'm sorry, corn.
Yeah,
I'm new to this app, right? So
you're good.
What we're saying is that women's currency is attention,
and validation.
Yes, but the thing is the guys aren't keeping up. It's our fault because no one's teaching game out here, like going on the field, working a quality game where like you can attract abundance. And so what we got going on here is the girls are just like they got fooled because the phone and viruses and shit. I mean, it kind of.
Hey man.
Oh, sorry, you can't swear.
Hey man, speed up. Nah. Just speed it up a little bit. I appreciate you, Lloyd. Appreciate the Cash App.
Okay. Let me finish it. Okay. So what I found out is that they're married to Biden. That's the only thing I can think of.
To who?
To Biden, bro. Like they're political, man. They're too political.
What is wrong with you? What are y'all talking about? Why do you guys? Why?
It's okay.
I'm sorry. It's a dumb. Jake, hold on. Wait. It's a dumb question. I know why you and Dan keep bringing up. First of all, you're saying they're too political. You're bringing up political parties, and it's completely irrelevant. And the reason you're bringing it up is because misogyny and extreme right-wing ideology align perfectly. I appreciate the Cash App, Crystal. They align perfectly, right? And I don't know what came first for you, the chicken or the egg. Meaning, I don't know what came first for you, extreme right-wing ideology or misogyny. I'm guessing it was misogyny. And you're white, so it probably was at the same time. But I've never met a right winger that wasn't extremely misogynistic or misogynistic, right? Just like I've never met a right winger that wasn't racist, and I've never met a racist that wasn't misogynistic,
right? So
and so I find it odd that you're saying that all these women are married to Biden. What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay.
What does this have to do with the Democratic establishment?
What I'm talking about is with technology and the ever speeding up of information and fear corn is causing. I mean, I live in Sacramento, bro. It's dead.
Yeah, well, Sacramento is trash.
Yeah. So, it's.
But what does that have to do with anything, though?
Well, the thing is what I'm saying is like I teach game when I go out with my guys because I teach people that they're running on these programs, and for a man, like what your post says, it says men almost never have to settle for women.
It says,
and what I'm trying to get to at is that.
What game do you have, Jake?
Hold on. If we can,
okay, I'm sorry.
If women will listen to us again, and like normal guys.
If women allowed men to manipulate them again. Okay, keep going.
Not even that. No.
What is game? What is game, Jake?
Game? Game is your swag and how you carry yourself as a man. Nobody.
So it's performative.
You blocked out. What's that?
So it's performative.
Yeah, you got to be able to perform.
Yeah, so it's a manipulation tactic, right? So like I said, so game is all about manipulation. So you're saying that if women allowed or if women fell for men's games, because when has games ever been a good thing? You see what I'm saying? If somebody was playing games with you or playing games on you, you would be offended. You'd be like, "What? You playing a game with me? It's disrespectful," right? but men use it as a colloquialism, like to describe how we treat women or how we manipulate women, right? Which is wrong, right? We shouldn't be manipulating women. We should be honest, and we should have integrity.
Okay, hold on. What did the government do for the last 3 years?
What? What does this got to do with the government?
Well,
What are you talking about?
I'm not trying to blow stuff. I'm just saying that how many of your friends and people like were gone after COVID? Like, wasn't that just manipulation too?
My father-in-law died from COVID, brother. Unalive.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I mean,
you know. How do you know that?
A lot of people died. I have a lot of friends that died.
Unalive. Yeah, my father-in-law unalive from COVID. What is your point? Are you drunk?
No. I was out all day downtown there was a Pride festival, and I was like walking around checking things out. That's another pigeonhole, but
hold on, wait. Pigeonhole. That's not the right word. Wait, you were downtown at the Pride Festival, downtown Sacramento. Are you a part of the LGBTQIA community?
No.
Are you an ally of this community?
I would say I'm just neutral, man. I just check stuff out. You know, I'm just kind of.
No, I'm asking you. Are you an ally of this community?
There is no neutral.
Yeah. Are you? Where are you at? Are you with them or are you against them?
No, I'm with people. I'm with people, but it's like.
No, them specifically. That group of people. Are you with them?
I don't know if I would say I'm with them, but
why not? You don't think they deserve our protection? You don't think they deserve equal rights? You don't. You know what I mean?
I mean, no, they can have all that.
They can, or do you think they deserve it?
They deserve it. They're humans.
Yeah. They're human beings. Yeah.
Now, do you think that they need to be protected more than people like me, you, and Pub? Do you think that we need to go out of our way as heterosexual males to make sure that they aren't being marginalized in the community when they have on a rainbow?
Yes. Okay, now you hit the
and that's what you were down there doing. You were just making sure that everything was okay, copacetic, and they weren't being manipulated.
You weren't down there spitting game. You was down there making sure that wasn't nobody oppressing nobody.
Yeah, just doing. Well, the thing is, like, okay, when the alpha males no longer hanging out in cities, man, come on, what's gonna happen?
Wait, so you were at the Pride Parade all day, and now you're drunk. So you had a good time. You was down there getting drunk, or did you get drunk before you went?
No, I just had like a beer or two. You know, just enough to fucking, just a few.
Come on, right? The police, like you telling me you had I ain't pulled. This ain't a sobriety test. You faded. You're slurring your words. You're sloppy. It's all good, brother. It's all funny games. So you were down there. You were down there drinking. You was drunk at the Pride Parade.
Yeah.
The thing that I'm having, I think you were having a good time down there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're a fun group of people to be around. I'm from Long Beach, brother. Trust me, I know.
Yeah, no, they're cool. They're fun.
They're fun people.
I mean, like what I was saying to who's the other guy? He said something to me about the protector. You know, that's as males. I was watching this guy. He was talking about like strong men bring up weak men and also children and women. Okay,
build them up.
Build them up. So when your community is full of strong men like that, then the circle runs smoothly. But see what COVID did, it kind of threw a wrench in some of that.
Are you talking about COVID? Are you guys trying to get my live band? I feel like this is. I feel like y'all setting me up because Dan keeps saying wild shit, and you up here talking about that virus. Like, come on, brother. This ain't got nothing to do with Biden or COVID. Like, come on, let's move on. This is crazy.
Right. But so basically, what I'm saying is, I mean, if you look at the majority of the communities, the clubs are not open here, man. Where are the clubs? What's going on?
Oh, so you're mad because, or you're just saying it's dry. The women ain't out. Got you.
Yeah, I don't know.
I got
Jake,
you.
Can I ask how old you are?
I'm 48.
God damn, you hit the wall. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Wait, what?
Holy shit. No, hey, throw in the towel, fam.
Don't worry about the clubs. What you need to do is go down there to the retirement. They be playing bingo and they be playing dominoes. You can hit up your people.
Bro,
you feel me?
Bro,
like,
hold on, man. Dude, in the 90s, I had a marching band full of girls, man. It's all good.
But this ain't the 90s.
I know.
This ain't the night, and we don't need to know about your marching band. We don't need to know that you almost went to state. We don't need to know nothing about the 90s like that.
Okay. But what I'm saying is, what I hope.
Thanks, Tammy.
What I'm saying is, the best way to do this, moving forward, is my opinion, is get them out of the city and get them into nature.
Hey, man.
Clear their head, bro.
Hey, hold on, Jake, man. What the fuck? All right, fam.
Take her to the lake. Take her to the river. Take her to the ocean for days, man. She needs a break, bro. We've been through some shit as a country.
Consent.
Yeah.
Yeah, get her out of the cities, bro. It's all just there's too much. He said, she said. Nobody needs that anymore. We did that for 3 years.
She said.
Yeah, it's just, you know what I mean, guys. It's like,
when was the last time you took a woman to the lake and did she come back home with you?
Nah, I haven't done it in a minute, but I used to do it when I was younger all the time. That's where I'd go, because what it does is it detoxes her, bro. What lake
did you used to frequent the most?
Okay, so I used to live over by Provo in Salt Lake City, and we used to go to Provo Lake and hang out there. Like,
hey, y'all Google Provo. What year was this?
93.
93. Hey, y'all Google Provo Lake missing persons in 93 and see.
Jake, can I ask you a question right quick?
Yeah.
Is the game in the room with us?
Yeah, it's here, brothers. We're gonna just detox from go. Women need a break from the cities, bro. It's all bullshit.
Yeah, there's plenty of women in the chat.
Really? Well, why aren't they saying anything?
Oh, they saying you don't see them. The chat moving fast as shit, man. The shit moving at the speed of light. They don't trust you, though.
Hey, the thing is, if she goes out to the country, she's still gonna have her phone. So it's like she can still dilly-dally with that shit.
She can still call the police, right?
Yeah, if she wants.
All right.
I think she'd rather see a bear at the lake.
Nah. Oh, dude. Okay, so check this out, bro. I took a girlfriend of mine one time up to Glacier National Park.
I don't want to be a witness. I don't need any subpoena for
what
this.
Year? What year was this? This was in 92? You lived a lot of life in the 90s.
That was 2004.
2004. Hey, y'all, look up Glacier National Park Lake. 2004. We gotta make sure. We just checking. Hey, man, we just checking and cross-checking, Jake. That's all we doing. We just cross-checking, making sure, verifying some things,
I love you guys, man.
Working it out. That's it.
I'll let you guys go if you guys are busy, but I appreciate it. This is a funny channel. It's a good channel, man. I really enjoy it. It's good
all right,
stuff.
man. Hey, come back tomorrow when you sober, Jake. We'll be good, man. We're gonna have a good time. Hey, man. This shit crazy. The freaks come out at night. I can't tell you. This shit is crazy.
What was that? What was that Dave Chappelle where they was in the boat in the lake at the middle of the night? He was dressed up all funny. I'm trying to think who that was. He was making fun of something else. Yeah.
I don't remember that one. Dave Chappelle. I don't remember that one.
I'm gonna have to find a clip and shoot it to you tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's all I can think about.
That was crazy, man. Hey, man, y'all go make sure y'all check on them. Y'all make sure y'all check on y'all peoples, man, out there in Provo. Yeah. Just make sure you check on your peoples around out there in Provo, man.
Old Greg.
That was to him to like, I was gonna confess to a kidnapping or something.
It was getting close, man. I was just hey, y'all ever watched The Jinx on HBO? Y'all should go watch that shit if you haven't. They got 2 seasons of it. He confessed to it. I ain't gonna tell y'all what happened, but hey, y'all should go watch The Jinx. It shit reminded me of The Jinx right there. Like I feel like we was getting close to something. We was teetering on some things. That's all I'm saying. What's good, Vizo?
You right. I believe your prompt is correct. Women almost always have to settle for a man. But why is that though?
Because men don't see women as human beings.
But does that force them to settle with these kind of men?
Yeah, I mean, if they want to be with the man, if women didn't settle for men, humanity would cease to exist because most men aren't suitable to procreate with.
I agree. I just feel like women shouldn't have to settle with a man that doesn't meet or exceed their expectations.
I agree, but they end up having to do it because if they don't, we would cease to exist as a society. If women actually practice the things that men tell them to practice, like choose better and vet better and all of that stuff, if they actually put that in action, right, and collectively women raise their standards, yeah, bro. I mean, y'all think a lot of men who don't have access to women think it's hard now to get a woman. It would be damn near impossible.
Also, I just want to clarify, most women are not chasing the top, quote, 20% of men. That's a weird red pill thing that men have interjected the last couple of years.
Yeah, we know that. I know. Me and Jeff know that. I know they lying about that. But
Oh,
I just for argument's sake.
I was addressing Dan.
Yeah. For argument's sake, I always let them have that one because I'm like, in theory, cool. In theory, cool. It's true, right? Like, but everybody wants the top 20% of it. You know what I mean? Like that goes without saying. But what the fuck does it have to do with the price of tea in China? You know what I'm saying? Like, what does that got to do with anything? It's crazy.
It's nice make believe. I think it's a coping mechanism for them to just deal with the rejection.
Exactly.
And also, I mean, most people also date within their same
socioeconomic class.
Yep. So Dan was also incorrect about that as well. I'm curious, Dan, do you think that you or your fiance settled for each other?
No.
I hope not.
Because, I mean, most women do. I mean, that's just been throughout history. It's just finally women are.
And I know this because she's the one that started talking to me.
Oh, that happens all the time.
Well, if she didn't want me, then don't talk to me then. Simple as that.
If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Have you ever heard of a famous singer named Fantasia?
The one with the really short hair.
Why you make that voice about You don't like Fantasia?
Dan, I'm
Hold on, wait, Kelly. Hold on, wait, Kelly. You don't like Fantasia?
I don't really listen to her music. Wasn't she on American Idol?
Yeah, man. Hold on.
Like a long time ago, like 2003
It's a great voice.
or something.
Yeah, you should look up. But I just wanted you to look up that song, man. That's a great song. If you don't want me, then don't talk to me.
Anyways, I mean, you should listen to Fifi Dobson since you're watching people from American Idol.
Dan, I'm just curious why not your fiance, but you do kind of have an annoyance when you talk about women. Why is that?
An annoyance.
Also, you mentioned earlier that you didn't want to be grouped with men who essay and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Why are you?
You don't like her?
If you're obviously not a guy like that, why are you so offended about being grouped with other men who are like that?
I don't want any men to be like have women say that they all need to be killed.
But if you know, okay, but
if I said all women need to be killed, all hell would break.
Hey, stop. Unalived.
Well, what's another?
Damn.
Dan, if you're so upset about being grouped with that, like if you're so easily offended, if you know that you're not like that, then why are you even offended at all if you know your character?
Because I see it every day and it's not going away. And
I'm not every day women saying that they want all men to be unalived.
Do you want me to send you screenshots?
Dan, that's not true.
That is true. Do you want me to send you screenshots?
The women on social media are.
Let Kelly go.
The women on social media are upset about all of these men, but I have not once ever heard a woman say that she wanted.
I know you haven't. That's the problem.
Let Kelly finish, please.
Or maybe you're misconstruing it, Dan. Maybe you're just.
That's the exact quotes.
Okay, well, if that is true, then how come women are the ones who are mostly unalived and not men? Why are we always the ones that are victims of everything and not men, if that's the case?
Were you a victim?
Several times.
And after all of that happened, did you...
I still want love, and I still believe men can be kind.
No, well, there's that too. But I mean, did the person who did it, did they go to jail? Were they arrested? Like anything?
No, one of them was my friend.
One of them was your friend?
Yeah.
Sorry to
And
hear
he
that.
You didn't,
was not
and you
6 foot. He was not even all that. But he was still my friend. So
and
this
you
belief of women and the whole 6 foot, all rich, whatever, it doesn't matter. A guy could be 5'4" and essay someone. Someone could be 6'10" or not 10. Well, yeah, 6'10" and he could do something. I mean, it doesn't matter. Or any race, height, whatever.
okay, but all this happened, but did you tell the police that you were sexually assaulted by a friend?
No, I didn't.
Okay, that's the problem.
Oh my God.
No, we're not doing this, okay? Because now he's going to go do it to somebody else. Okay? If the problem isn't
Well, I
fixed,
did.
then it's going to happen again. That's the
So
problem. I understand what happened to you. Trust me, I was molested as an 8-year-old. Okay?
Oh my gosh, man.
I have had horrible shit done to me. Horrible shit.
Dan,
I could
what
believe it.
happened to
That
your
sucks.
molester? Did you press charges? Did your parents press charges?
8?
Did
Did
your
your
parents
parents?
press charge?
No, because it happened from a kid.
Did your parents press charges?
No, because I never told them.
That's the problem. Why didn't you tell them?
Because I was 8 when it happened. They wouldn't have believed me.
Oh,
And they don't believe women.
yeah.
and so you don't think that women are never believed? Is that why we're always questioned? What did we wear? What were we doing? What were we doing? Whatever.
That
We're
was
always
crazy
in
that
fear
you
of not being.
that was crazy that Dan walked head first into that point right now. That was wild.
Also,
Mm-hmm.
Blindly.
Dan, 2 years
And
before that,
I was not an adult
Hold
when
on.
that happened.
We hear you, Dan. Hold on. Let Kelly finish. Go ahead, Kelly.
and 2 years before the incident with my friend, I was also essayed by someone I was dating, and I actually ended up reporting it to the police the day after Christmas
And what did they do?
of 20. I didn't go forward with it
Oh, okay.
because he apparently, I'd found out that from them that he apparently had already been previously in jail, and then I was worried that he would know people, and I didn't want to get attacked or unalived, and so he tried moving in the same apartment complex as I did, and I was just basically scared I wasn't even going to be around, so I didn't continue
Yeah.
with my reporting. So the reason why a lot of people don't ever report stuff is because you're in fear of your own life and safety, and also
Mm-hmm.
they may know your friends, and it's most of the time any essay is not by someone that's unknown. It's usually a someone that the victim knows or survivor knows. So
Mm-hmm.
it can either be a first date too. That's still someone that they know, so it's not really a stranger.
Yep.
But most of the time it's not a guy going booga booga out in the alleyway,
Jumping out and out. Yeah. That's not it.
Um,
Assaulting you on campus as you're walking back to
and
your dorm or
and
whatever. It's
and
usually some dude that you went on a date
as
with.
a woman who, yeah, and as a woman who is, I'm actually a fashion model, and I'm a personal stylist, and I do a lot of really cool things, and I'm not looking for a top 20% guy. I just want someone to be nice to me and wonderful and my best friend.
Yep.
Use
So
Perfect Match. Use Farmers Only. Use eHarmony. That's where you look for an actual
I'm
relationship. Or you can go.
I'm
You
not.
can go if you like to do like something
Hold on,
fun. You
Dan.
can go
Hold on,
to.
Dan. Hold on, Dan.
Dan.
Hold on, brother.
I don't want to be on the dating apps because
Yeah.
they're trash.
Yeah.
Well, those the ones I mentioned were relationship sites.
Hold on,
not dating
wait.
apps.
Dan, hold on, man.
Isn't
Why are
that
you
what dating
Wait,
is?
Kelly,
Find
give
your
me a second. Give me a second. Why are you giving this woman she didn't ask Kelly, did you ask him for that advice?
I don't recall.
Okay. Like what the fuck is going on, bro?
And you didn't give me that
Because
advice.
she was talking about what she was looking for, and that's why I mentioned the dating apps.
Well, but Dan, how do you know? What if she doesn't find what she's looking for on the dating apps? Then what?
Or the relationship apps. Well,
What if she doesn't find what
that's
she's
why
looking
you
for on
look,
there?
but you have a better chance because
You don't.
they're relationship sites. They're not. You don't just go on there like just to hook up. Like they're actual. Like people get married on those.
But Dan, she
I,
didn't
People have
necessarily
gotten
ask.
off of, people
yeah,
have also gotten married off Bumble and
Bumble.
Hinge and Tinder.
Yeah. My friend just got
Yes, and
married
I've
off of
seen people
Bumble.
get killed on Hinge. Wait,
Unalived.
God, I can't say killed. God, I
Yeah.
can't say anything on here.
That's
You keep
life.
saying it.
What's another word that I can say besides
Unalived. I'm telling you the word. Like, how is it so hard? Unalived is the word.
Unalived or schmilled. I mean, I don't know.
So
Man,
then, I know a couple of people that have met at the grocery store. And are you advocating that everybody starts going to the grocery store to get a relationship?
I don't know the effectiveness of the grocery store. But
Well,
I
no,
just
no, the
fun fact. I recently was approached by a guy in Barnes and Noble, and he asked for my number and I gave it to him, and but then in text it was a bit much, and he was just overly flirtatious, and then he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go smoke or whatever." And I was like, no. So it's like, I don't know. I also kind of felt uncomfortable because he wanted to like meet like at a go to a park or whatever at like 6 p.m. or something. And I was like, no, that's a little bit late to do park related stuff. So I don't know. I mean, I don't think anyone, especially women, should feel necessarily safe, uh, whether a guy approaches you in person or off of a dating app, because you never really know what someone's like until you start dating them. So, you know, I think dating in general is just the risk you take. I think it doesn't matter if you meet them in the store or on Tinder. You're still a risk you take.
Hey Kelly, I really appreciate you coming up, and
Oh,
I think
sure.
I really do. I'm glad that you're here with us, and you're seem like you're
Thank
thriving.
thank you for having me.
Um,
Also, I love your content, by the way, and I also love that Alabama fellow. I love your content too. Thank you both for having me on
no
here.
problem, Kelly. Have a great
Thank you.
morning. I would say night, but
have a good night.
we know it's early as shite. Wow. All right. I got one more. One more in me.
Hey, public. I'd never come on your lives, you know that. But this one got me. Dan got me. Dan, I have a question for you. Only one question and one
Oh, I
question.
bet you do.
Do you know
Yes.
the difference between restricted reporting and unrestricted reporting?
What about them?
That wasn't the question.
Yes or no?
Do you know
No.
the difference between
No,
the
he
two?
said no. He said no.
Okay, so if you don't, so let me go ahead and educate you a little bit. Restricted reporting is when a female or male goes in, get a SANE kit done. You know what a SANE kit is, right, Dan?
Yes.
Okay, they go to SANE kit done, but they're not ready to go through the judicial process of actually prosecuting the offender. And all they get is the SANE kit done, the SANE kit goes into evidence, and they turn around and they get advocacy services. That's what happens. Until they're ready to actually sit down and get questioned by, because this is unrestricted reporting now. So now you have a criminal investigator questioning you. You have a detective questioning you. You have all these people questioning you about all the things that you did that night. That's unrestricted reporting. That is a hard process to go through. So when gentlemen actually state, or women actually state, that why you just didn't report, it's a little bit harder than what you all think. It's gotten to the point to where Congress has made it a mandatory option for them to have a SANE nurse and or a qualified detective to ask the pertinent questions. Because unrestricted reporting comes with going to get a SANE kit, filing a complaint, going to do all this. Do you understand that? So when you actually up here on a panel and you're telling women or men, because I got to say it both ways, because I've actually worked with both, that why didn't you just go report? Why didn't you just go to police? Why you didn't do this? I need you to understand the difference between the two. I'm gonna land my plane right there, public.
I appreciate that, Miss Peaches.
Okay.
Um,
The point that I was trying to make with anything is not why didn't she report it. The point that was worded wrong. What I was trying to say was when you don't report this, then it happens again. Okay? I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's fun. I know it's a nightmare.
even
Okay?
when
I've
you do
had
report it, it
friends
happens
who've gone
again.
through it.
Yeah, even
Okay?
when you do report it, it happens again though. So it doesn't. It's just stupid to say that. Honestly.
But that's why you have to do it again, so they're at least locked away at some point.
They don't get locked
That does
away.
not happen. That's what you're failing to realize. That
Yeah.
does not happen.
The
Just because I
police.
report public, i.e., just because I report public, for example, and say this happened, the preponderance of evidence has to be on my side.
Yeah.
If I do not have that, even though I'm saying it happened,
It's tough.
it is very tough to prove it. Let me give you an example. I had a female come to me and say this happened to her. And I was sitting there listening to this woman. People thought she was lying. They really did. And the only thing she would say was 69 black. So, I'm retired military. I'll just go ahead and tell you that. And so what ended up happening, I couldn't understand what 69 black meant. The criminal investigation agents couldn't understand what 69 black meant. And they kept telling me to push that angle as her advocate and as her response coordinator. You know how you look up at the wall? Fear, fight, flight, atomic mobility. Guess what she was counting? Look up at the ceiling, and you know how you have those panels in the ceiling?
Mm-hmm.
With the little dots that go inside the ceiling?
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
He was counting 69, then there was a black spot. She was counting every dot as she was getting sexually assaulted, and that's how I figured out how it happened. They went back to the person's area, pulled the panel down, and no boo s. It was 69 to the dot and to the T, and that's how we got that person. That doesn't mean that
I'm
that
gonna
person
upset you.
healed.
That's crazy. What?
I'm gonna upset you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna have to really upset you because I think it's very disingenuous when the way that you're talking like it's one-sided.
We're not talking
The
one sided. Hold on.
rate.
Wait a minute. We're not talking one sided. First of all, we're just talking about reality. But
It's
were you
not
finished,
reality.
Miss Peaches?
No,
Reality.
I wasn't. And
Okay, go finish.
said
Go ahead.
that, and so since he said it's one-sided, because I do this for a career, I'm retired now, but I did it for a career for a long, long time.
Yeah.
It's not
Me
one-sided.
too.
And
Me too.
so,
Me too. Me
hold
too.
on. Time out. I don't know how you did it and what world you did it in, but I also spoke at the National Organization of Victim Assistance and CASA. And so I'm just going to say this. There are a lot of men out there that have been essayed, not taking that away from them. And I've actually had men come to me and say, why did I have an ejaculation? Why did I have this? Why did I have that? And it's really harder for men because of the social economic standpoint when they get ready to say that they were essayed. There are so many men that say they wanted it, didn't understand what was going on with their bodies. You know, our bodies have a natural response to sexual stimulation.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest with you all. It's a natural response. And so a lot of men don't understand if they are bisexual, if they are, did they like what happened to them with another woman or whatever. Go ahead, public.
No. I just wanted to say. I mean, I and can appreciate this conversation. I just think I wanted to make sure you landed your plane because I don't. I think it's important, but I also don't want to keep talking about this over and over. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm going back to your prompt. Women almost always have to settle for men, and men almost never have to settle for women. And I'm going to be honest with you, because I was ended up on a platform tonight, and it kind of shocked me to hear what these men were saying. They brought up Diddy. They brought up Tina Turner. They brought up Beyonce. They brought up all these people, right? And one big one was like, Beyonce didn't settle.
Bullshit.
Well, did she?
Oh, she settled for sure. Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell y'all right now, is Beyonce daggone, separating herself from her husband right now, her kids and her husband, because everything that's going on. And this guy said a man's value was about his money. Because we asked him, was Diddy a man of value? He said, well, yeah, because he was in business. So all those women settled? Like, let's be real. Okay, I'm gonna land my plane right there, public, and I'm gonna get off your platform. I
Okay.
ain't lying to you. That's what happened tonight. They said Diddy was a man of value because he made money and he was about his business.
So you're saying that the women did settle, but they were asking, did those women actually settle? Because they didn't feel like those women settled.
Exactly. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, wait a minute, those women settled because they thought because those were high value men. No, they weren't. They
Yeah,
were not high value men.
they
They
had
were
the
high
money,
value men.
but they didn't have the other stuff on the inside.
Wait, can I ask you something right quick? Yeah? What do women value in men and what do men value in women? So
I'll
you
let
cannot
I'll
say,
let Miss Peaches answer. What do women value in men? Since she's a woman, go ahead, Miss Peaches. What do you
I
think?
value a man's character, number one, morals and values, and then his characteristics.
Mm-hmm.
Those are two different things.
let me ask you something. So does not the money does not I think when it comes to women, be
You're not listening to
serious.
what I
Don't be
said. I said
disingenuous.
character and
Women
characteristics. Do you
value the
understand that?
financial stability that a man can
Hold on,
provide.
hold on, hold on. FK.
It's a very big
But
important
you
thing in
can't wait,
society
wait, wait,
that
wait. I'm
what a
sorry.
man can provide.
I got
And
you.
I know, of course,
But we can't do this though. If you're gonna ask a question and somebody, I believe she answered you honestly. She answered you honestly because the reason why I believe that is because most women will tell you exactly the same thing. You
you just
cannot
cut me
then
off.
turn
No, you
around
cut
and
me off.
say you
When she's
cannot
talking, you don't cut me. You don't know. Wait.
because you
When
cut
she's
her
talking, you don't
off.
cut her off. When I'm talking, you just cut me off.
Yeah, you cut her off. So I'm just letting you know that you cannot say to her that what she's saying isn't true or whatever the case may be. When you asked her to, or you ask the question, she answers the question, and then you say that's not true. Why? Why isn't it true?
Let's be very serious here. Yeah. Let's think about. Of course, in nature, there are certain rules that the dating market has, or the dating how we date. There are certain natural characteristics that we go for. So certain things are more valuable in, of course, in humanity, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Being kind, being generous, being honest, those things do matter. But when we're talking about the dating market, there are certain things that are more valuable. So
Yeah,
let's not
there
play
are.
that game. Let's not be disingenuous.
Oh
Certain
no,
things
I
are
think
more
there are
valuable.
things that value.
And
I
that's
think
why
there are things
Diddy
that are
and these
value
guys
more.
can get away with that. That's why these guys can get away with that.
Yeah, they abuse their power. But let's not. Okay, so let's not focus on the extremes. Let's talk about the majority, right? Let's focus on the majority of men and women. Not the Diddy's, not the
Okay, I'll
Beyonces, not the
respond
Jay
to you.
Z's.
I'll respond to you. No, let me respond to you. Let me respond to you. When we think of an alpha male or the top men who are getting the most women in society, who are they? They're the Diddy's, the Jay-Z's.
Hold
So
on,
let's
don't
not
do
play that
that.
game.
I
Yeah.
just told you. Let's not focus on them. Let's not. They're literally that they're called the 1% for a reason. There's no need to focus on the 1% of men. Let's talk about the majority of men. Let's talk about men like you and me and Jeff and Dan and the men that have been up here tonight. Let's talk
We are
about
not
the
the
average man.
1%. We are
Who's in
the
the 1%?
average. We are
Huh?
the average.
I know.
We
That's
are
what I'm
the
saying. Let's talk
average.
about average men. Yeah.
But okay, cool. You want to talk about the average, then we talk about
Yeah.
the average.
Hmm?
But the top, even in the average, there's like the top average.
Yep. There
When
are.
you start to break it down,
Hmm.
the more financially powerful you are, it's the rules of the dating market. I don't know, maybe you can talk about why it's like that, but those are the rules. And you cannot deny that.
I can't
And if a
deny that.
woman says like if a woman says, oh yeah, when women look for men, they look for
Hmm.
the ones who can provide them with that stability, that comfort. So let's not play that game.
It
And then
sounds
maybe
like
you
you
can ask
just made
why.
that up though. Like what I'm saying is that when you the problem that I always have with this approach is you will ask, what do men want? But in your mind, you think you already know the answer. And then we're in a room full of 500 people, and let's say 300 of them, say, damn near 600 people, say 400 of them are women. 99% of those women will say integrity, generosity,
Come on,
consistency, honesty, respect, like things like that, right? They'll name like actual things that make you a decent human being, right? They'll tell you that's what I'm looking for in a man above all things. And then you who last time I checked, you aren't a woman and you don't date men, you say that they're lying. Why do you think they're lying? What about that
being
makes you think that they're lying?
disingenuous.
Can most men
People
provide
be
the lifestyle that you're
disingenuous.
talking about, FK? No. Can most men financially support a woman?
Okay, right. You can ask that question, right?
Yes or
But
no?
everything
Can
being
most
equal,
women, sir, can most men financially support a woman?
yes, they can.
They can't.
Women will normally date. Oh, come on, bro.
No. They
Don't
can't.
be disingenuous.
Now, stop saying that word. I'm gonna drop you. Don't say that word anymore. You don't know what it means. I'm not being disingenuous. You're being disingenuous. You're projecting. What the
Ask
average
anything.
person
Ask
in
anyone.
America, the average man in America makes how much money? Because I'm in America. I don't know where you are. But what does the average man in America make? If you don't know, I'll tell you.
Tell me, please.
About $60,000. Do you think a man that makes $60,000 a year, how much money do you think it would take for a man to be able to provide for a woman comfortably?
I know you effing lying. Did he just drop?
No, he got kicked. Hey y'all,
On that one.
please don't report the live. Please don't report people. Don't do that. That messes up my life, honestly. Yeah. I didn't do it, FK. I didn't drop you. They dropped you. No, he didn't leave. They dropped him. I saw the the thing popped up. The harassment warning popped up. I don't know what he said.
I found it funny in his argument that he started off as saying nature is like this and this is what we have in nature, and then as soon as he said what men need to achieve, it was money only, like money is on
Yeah.
trees or something, and like
Using money is natural.
right there's nothing natural about that, and that's a false pretense he's putting on the money. The women aren't valuing the money, and he didn't like that answer. He's valuing the money. He's valuing men with money.
Yeah. Men and no bigger groupie on the planet than a man. Men
Right.
are hey, but hey, I'm gonna end the live right now because I got a flag and y'all know how I rock with them flags. I ain't trying to get my shit banned. So I appreciate everybody coming up. It's late, man. I'm gonna help y'all out. I appreciate y'all coming up. That was fun. That was fun. Had a great time. Hey y'all, Bane and Cash App one time on the way out for you, boy. For the late night. Stayed up way past my bedtime. What time is it? It's about to be 2:00, y'all. This is crazy. Will the video be on YouTube? Absolutely. This video will be on YouTube. This was a fun live. I had a great time. I appreciate y'all coming up. Appreciate you, Jeff. Dan, I appreciate you coming up, man. I disagree with everything you said. Check on that woman, free your fiance if you got one. But come back tomorrow. Haters, come back tomorrow. I appreciate all the people who bang the Cash App. I appreciate all the new subs and the old subs. Shout out to the new subs and the old subs. Shout out to the best mods in the business. Y'all know what it is. Everybody in the comments were commenting per the usual. And it was late night hours. We didn't have that many people in here. It was about 500-600 people in here, but the comments were commenting. They were hilarious. The ones that I saw. Also, Jake, y'all make sure Jake, y'all go check on your peoples in Provo around 93. Around 93. Y'all go check on your peoples in Provo around the lake. Make sure there ain't no unsolved mysteries going on there. Were you not entertained? That was entertaining. That was fun to me. I'll be having a blast. I know my energy level was low, but I was trying to preserve it to make sure I could make it through. Yeah, let's comb through the FBI database. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. By the way, the boys are not okay. I appreciate you, Mo. Thanks for the cash app. Hey. T said she get. Oh man. What happened, Miss Peaches? What they say about you? You know you got to be careful with the comments. The comments is treacherous. Be safe. Y'all be careful. If you come up here, just know. Don't worry, the merch coming. I got a meeting with some people this week. I gotta go to my peoples and go talk to the designers and shit like that. I know I'm sounding like it's all fancy and shit. I know some people that do some things. Let's put it like that. So yeah. I used to fuck with some people that owned they actually own no, I know you're talking about the comments that own a printing company. Nah, I'm good now. Long as yeah, don't worry, it's coming. I'll be busy, man. Hey, y'all go support the YouTubes. They know something. They know something about it. They know something about it. That's for sure. Yeah, man. I'm gonna get them pre-orders in. We gonna get the merch. We gonna get the merch percolating. Yeah, they hurt. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. They was mad at you, Miss Peaches. They didn't like them factuals. Oversized. Oversized. Yeah, all my clothes are oversized. I buy big clothes. I like it. I know we rock with Miss Peaches because Miss Peaches be rocking with us. I don't know what them haters was yapping about. Dan, if you still in here, man, come back tomorrow, fam. Follow the page, man. I'll have a new prompt for you tomorrow. How do you make your assumptions and based off what evidence? You missed the whole live. Why do you always type in caps? Like, I should block you just for typing in caps. Because I ask you nicely to don't type in all caps because it's annoying and it's for the mods only. Super weird. Can't follow directions. Just so y'all know, anybody that came in late, I will not be playing music anymore, beginning or end of the show. I love music, but I cannot do it any longer because when I put it on YouTube, it doesn't allow me to monetize it on YouTube. Yeah, it doesn't allow me to monetize it on YouTube. It restricts it, and I can get flagged for it, so I'm not doing it anymore. I do want to talk to Dance Fee. I said I want to make sure that she is A, real, and B, safe. And C, happy. What name? Racial self-defense. That is a trash-ass name. Yeah, but we going to check on that woman. Hey, I will see y'all tomorrow in the afternoon. I will be live, or today in the afternoon, I will be live. I will be live at around 4 o'clock. 3 o'clock, actually. 3 o'clock. She's not any of those things. Well, if she ain't real, I would rather her not be real, because if she ain't real, then we don't got to worry about her being safe. Hey, man. All right. This is a warning. We're going to mute you for the rest of the live. Stop typing in all caps. Next time you come on my live and you type it in all caps, I'm going to ban you. That's the easiest way to get banned from here on out for you. It's disrespectful at this point. I'm not understanding. People who type in all caps, automatically, I assume there's something off up here because it doesn't make sense. Like all the time. Like, I'm not saying sometimes. I get it. Sometimes it's funny, but all the time? What's wrong with you? It's crazy. That's like writing like your reports in a fucking Sharpie pen. Like, Like, bro, use a goddamn ballpoint motherfucking. Get you a Bic. Get you a big ballpoint pen. Like, what the hell? I hear him and I see him. That's the thing. I'm like, you ain't got to do the weird shit. You're yelling like all the time. Like, calm down. All right, I gotta go to sleep.